Hey everyone, welcome back. Sorry for the late start. You've all been very good. Where were we?
Punching orcs.
So last session, you'd all been ambushed by some orcs in the foothills of the Sword Mountains as Avalak, the elf mage, had indeed used his magic to read the minds of the dwarf Gundren Rockseeker and find out the location of Wave Echo Cabin, the location of the mysterious Forge of Spells as described in the Fandelver's Pact, an agreement 500 years ago between gnomish and dwarven smiths and artisans and the human wizards of old to create powerful magical items. Last session, as they were on the trail, it was getting late in the day when they happened upon a small orc encampment, as the adventurers had heard rumors that orcs were gaining more prominence in the area. And after a brief melee and sustaining a few wounds, the adventurers Avalak, Tiber, Osborne, and Pareg had all managed to escape any fatality from these orc savages. It's now late in the day, and you're all
I'm currently looting the orc body.
Yeah, you're standing around looking at the bodies of these fallen warriors that had instantly attacked you upon seeing you. What are you all doing?
Also,
sorry, just out of character
body.
quickly. Did I give you guys XP for last session?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. You messaged it to us. You were quite nice about that.
Very good.
I think so. I don't remember.
So yeah,
it'll be in Discord chat log.
Yeah, somewhere.
Okay. It's about 5:30 or so. And the combat has literally just ended. Osborne is still on the ground, about to get up, having sustained a massive great axe wound to the body, with a quick reactionary healing from Tiber, focusing the power of his flail.
Flail, fucking yes.
They got to use it. Yeah.
I run over towards Osborne on the floor, seeing to his care. I wounded myself, pulling out a javelin which got stuck into my torso. However, it did not dig deep, as the armor did its job, but still, it's a cut. It can be quite deep and needs to be tended to. I guess we can jump to character descriptions real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. You see, running over, out of breath, still adrenalized from the orc ambush attack. You see a somber-looking man, human, standing 5'8" and weighing about 70 kilos. He's donned in iron scale mail, the armor itself taking on a tinge of weathering and rust, as if it is badly taken care of. A small pendant of Wakin is worn around his neck, the goddess of which him serves, and of course his flail of Wakin, shining brightly in his hand, dangles slightly, still gripping it tightly, on the lookout for any more of these foul greenskins. Osborne, you okay? And I run towards the little halfling. Well, actually, large halfling.
As you look out, make another perception check, Tiber. And I'll get to it after. Continue with the scene.
I slowly stand up from the orc that I've been turning into mince, and I put my arm onto my shoulder and, yes, I will be fine.
You took a massive hit there. I thought we'd lost you.
I kind of like roll my shoulder
I
back.
inspect you.
I like roll my shoulder
How badly
around.
do you look
and
damaged?
I'm
Yeah, I don't have too many grades of medicine, but how badly generally?
I look a little bit rugged. Like you've definitely seen me worse. 100% you've seen me worse. But I could go on.
Okay.
I can go on.
You're in one piece at least. Havak, are you okay, everyone?
Sort of,
Look over towards
Aye, sir.
Havak, the elf.
as a spin
I'm just
around.
bending down, searching this orc. It's a good orc.
Spin around and say, was it back? Well, if this is the first of many occasions into this cave, apparently we must be more careful. And into my character himself, hi, Maverick. Was it high elf? Was it grey hair? Was it smooth skin? fairly was it old elf herself, upwards of 600 to 700 years. Still stature for an elf. Elf was clasping my glass staff. Whilst not too ragged at this point and all that, because I tend to keep myself clean and shiny. I have magical sort of baubles attached to myself, including my focus. My green focus. I have a chain on my neck, and was a sort of look around, saying, these can't be the only ones that have been in front of that cave. Why do so many? So I look towards Podrick.
So I'm Podrick. I'm not a skinny man, but I'm a little bit tall, probably about 6 foot tall. I'm wearing leather armor. I have a rapier and a hand crossbow. It looks like I get into a lot of bar fights and lose most of them. A few scratches and scars on my face, and I have some nice dark orange hair. Well, sir, I don't mind a good fight, and as long as these men have something on them, I'm sure it could be worth our while. I'd like to search this ogre and see if he's got anything on him.
Okay. So there were, I believe, 4 orcs in total. There were 2 that ran at you in melee.
Orcs, sorry, not ogres.
Yeah, another one another couple that were throwing javelins. They have their weapons, which are, if you're looking at the 2 that are kind of piled at the feet of, kind of at the front and closer to you. You search through their bodies. Between the 2 of them, you find 16 gold pieces.
Cool.
2 days of rations. And the weapons they carry. The armor they have is not actually armor. It's just bits of furs and hides and things strung together. They each carry a great axe.
A great axe.
Of orc make. And to carry these, you'd probably have to unload something, I imagine. If you did choose to. They're quite huge.
So I look over this orc on the ground, pick up his purse, tuck that away, kind of kick him a little bit, looking over him, looking at his axe, and his men aren't. Well, these things aren't really worth our time, I don't think. If we can avoid them, I suggest we do. I'm sure that they can do plenty more damage by the time we get into that cave.
And there's sure to be plenty more of them around. We're in green skin country now. Of a different kind than goblins now. As I look around,
goblins! I'm more than happy to kill myself.
Indeed, as I'm looking around, I got a 13 from my roll just to do really quick there. We should move. We should grab what we can from these things and be on our way. We cannot risk getting ambushed again. As I'm sort of unbuckling my armor, just sort of inspecting the small wound I got from the javelin. quick note to the GM. I do have the damage and everything up to date and all set up, so that's all.
You do or you don't?
I do.
Okay.
I got all that.
Okay.
I listened to the recording. Yeah. So we're off to the mines now. Yes. Are we just outside the mine, or are we heading?
No,
to
you can't.
the
You
mine
can't
now?
see the entrance yet.
You can't see the entrance. Okay. Have a look. I am looking around still frantically. More of these things. Mere minutes has gone by since this attack, this savage attack. Have a look. Where's the trail lead now? Do you remember?
Well, from what I can glean as a shooting back, is only a little bit further. We're in the right direction.
Good. Very good. We should make our way. As I'm now just pacing, looking around, and just keeping an eye out, highly alert, highly vigilant. Trying my best to keep everyone safe.
All right. Sorry, just one sec. I realize we're echoing. I'll quickly fix that.
It sounds okay on my end, but that's right.
Not that much of a problem.
Okay. So you take some time. Are you going to sit here for a while or continue on?
Short rest, will I be able to roll hit dice? Or is that only on long rests?
You're a bit quiet to me.
If we stop for a short rest, will we be able
you can
to
roll some hit dice if you stop for a short rest.
Okay, well, I would like to do that.
Okay, Osborne.
I suppose we do rest. It will be no trouble once we go into there and we're overrun by more orcs.
And you do see that that Osborne has taken a significant wound and is, tearing some strips off to stop the bleeding and kind of just tend to it. It seems to be treatable.
I don't have anything in medicine, so I don't know how bad it looks, but I still look worried. Definitely. I mean, this little guy took a great axe. He's like so small. I look at you worried. Perhaps maybe we should just move just a little bit out of the way. Is there a location close by within 100 meters, perhaps, where we could maybe like among some rocks? Maybe that would be a better place to hide. Is there something like that nearby, or is it all plains around us, flatlands?
So you're kind of in an enclosed, almost like a little.
Like a rocky tundra?
No, like a little valley glen. So a little opening in the valley. This is kind of like now the entrance to a very naturally hidden place already.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But there were orcs here.
Yeah.
You are able to find like an outcropping that you guys can get behind. It's got an outcropping and a tree providing some cover. It's unlikely anything would come across your way.
I would like to do a perception check before I sit down and start meditating.
All right.
So roll.
Very well. We'll have a rest here. Tend to Osborne's wounds.
I don't see much. I'm not really concentrating too much on around me. I take a glance around. And very satisfied with what I don't see, I sit down and start meditating to myself.
I do also take 1 second to go and inspect the orcs themselves and see if I can make anything out of them, any sort of markings or any sort of to or anything like that. But I don't know much about these orcs, so I don't know how much I can tell.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
All right. That's a 20 total.
Hey. Yeah, you do realize they've actually all got the same brand.
Of course, I suspected as much. They belong to the same tribe or family or cell or cult or whatever these things call themselves. horde? I don't know. I look obviously very worried.
I would say go ahead and roll. Roll intelligence.
Alright. Straight intelligence. That's gonna be a 13 total.
Okay. The glyph does not seem orcish.
Do you mention that to anyone else?
I do kind of whisper it under my breath before it. Avlok, this glyph here, I know some of Goblin, and I've seen their crude drawings before, but this does not strike me as anything. And I do speak loudly, so relatively loudly, enough for somebody to hear. So yeah, you can easily overhear me, Park.
Alright,
This
I want
glyph
to walk
over here,
over
this-
and have a look at the
this
glyph.
brand.
All right. So take a look. It's all in your journal. At the top. Usually, orcish glyphs are very jagged and scratchy looking, and usually kind of convey a kind of threatening or kind of savage looking.
Can I roll an
This-
investigation to see if I know about it?
Yeah. No, probably not investigation
This
though.
looks-
Intelligence?
Yeah, you can roll a straight intelligence.
This symbol, it is too elegant for
No.
goblin, for orcish.
Wait a moment. Beforehand in that camp with the dwarves, the other scrolls, the other symbols, were these similar to it? I can't remember or recall.
Do we have them on our person? Perhaps I might have. And I'm just scrolling through take out my journal. I'm scrolling through my journal. Do they, from memory? Like, I don't think I specifically wrote it down, but just from my notes and memory, make a roll if you want. Would I be able to tell this glyph looks similar to the? I think Avalok's mentioning the camp that was destroyed when we were going to Cragmore Castle. That place.
Okay.
That kind of
And the documents we sort of were able to get from there, like the scroll case and the...
of that strange cult or something.
Yeah.
Or we think it's a cult.
It matches none of those markings.
Right.
There wasn't any markings on the map, was it?
No, on the little bits of scrollings and.
No.
The map he got.
Is this on the map? My map.
No, it's just in the journal. Under orc glyph at the top.
Oh no, he's talking about the map he found. The Waymaker map he found.
Is anything similar
Is it
to
on that map?
No, that's Parik, it's not on the map that you found.
Alright, cool. I just raise my eyebrows and walk away and go have a look at the orcs that had the javelins.
Are any of you proficient in Arcana?
Uh-huh.
Not yet.
If you're proficient in Arcana, make a roll.
I can press the button too. Right here. That's 16 plus 5, so 21.
Jesus.
I do
I'm a
sketch
wizard.
this and keep a note for myself.
Avalak, you see this as the mark, and you have never seen it before, and you're not sure what, but just the style and its meaning is like a devil, as if it was a creature or a fiend of the abyss. This is the kind of abyssal marking that you would associate with fiends.
And then, was of recounting this, I sort of lean down to the glyph itself, and I think to myself, wait. And then I sort of look up. We best be very, very careful as we continue. There are dark
What?
things.
What do you see?
This mark here, and I sort of was a point towards it. I'm surprised it wasn't recognised as soon as I looked at it. It's an abyssal mark, something from the outer reaches. How's it here?
From the hells.
Potentially.
Do I know anything about Abyssal?
Do you speak the language?
No, have I heard of it before? I don't know what is
I mean,
Abyssal.
it's mostly to
That-
you. It's mostly.
I'm
myth and
asking
legend.
as him. Oh, okay, cool. I just wonder. I have no idea what Abyssal is as a player.
Oh,
Oh,
it's like hell.
I just heard it.
It's like,
It's like hell.
It's another word for hellish.
So the Undercommon don't have anything to do
No,
with it.
No, this is not on this plane of existence. This is another
Bay
dimension.
bullshit.
I'm not interested then.
Yeah, so don't continue.
Oh, of course.
So perhaps your
Wait.
King may be actually quite... this seems too convenient.
What? What's convenient? I do
Well,
not follow.
think about it. We're here. We're trying to find this ancient source of magic. The fact that all of a sudden you're Lady Ashley, and we're keen to decide to imbue powers upon yourself, and we discover this mark.
Maybe we'll need an army
you-
to go and get what we're looking for, sir.
And I look towards Podrick.
Hmm.
We don't have the
I look
time.
down.
Who else is looking
But he
for
raises a good point. He raises a good point, though. If this cavern is overrun by these orcs, these hell devil-worshipping orcs, as it were. Just what we need. A cult of the damned among the green-skinned hordes. This is most ill news indeed. But at least we know we can at least make ourselves ready. But I do not know many charms that could aid us against combating such things. I know of a branch within our faith that would specialize, but I'm not one of their numbers.
I don't mean to be any
My order
offense
does not
to
steal.
either of you, but we're only 4 people, and as good as we are, if we're going up against several hundred of Hell's worst, Hell's minions, I don't like our odds.
Neither do I, Pork.
If only we
We
had
should
a
at
Paladin
least-
run now.
We have come. Indeed. I'm looking just carefully weighing up odds to my face as you can see gears turning as I'm looking around and thinking intently on the situation. We should at least do our best to summarize the situation, find out exactly what is going on, to scout out and maybe come to some sort of understanding, gather intelligence, investigate further before we perhaps partition some aid in the form of a force. If this is indeed some sort of army, as you say, or force that is going to come and sweep throughout these lands, we should at least come back with proof. And
Sir,
While
the
you're
problem
doing this,
that
you hear a cry in the middle of the valley, a cry for help,
Help!
and
what was that?
and you hear battle roars in the distance.
Rawr.
They sound
Where's
like
it coming?
orcs and orcs and another voice.
I carefully run up to go and
Do
inspect.
any of you speak Orcish?
I don't speak. I speak Goblin, but not Orcish.
Okay,
No, I do not.
Oh, yes, I do.
you do. So you hear out in the distance, "Quick, grab her!" And what do you do?
That doesn't sound the rest of
Upon hearing some orcs, my meditation is cut.
Yep.
And I do not complete the full meditation, so I don't get my key points back. And I will get up and start running towards the sound that I've heard.
Okay. Do you all move?
I start moving towards it just really quickly, but just trying to keep out of sight. I want to see it before I expose myself.
Okay.
Do I get to finish my search on this javelin person before we get the before we hear this yelling or not?
Were you doing that? Yeah?
Yeah, so basically I walked up to those two who were looking at the symbol, and then I walked off straight away to go and have a look at the javelin guys and still participating in the conversation. Cool.
They don't have anything on them except for like a little bit of money, like 7 silver and 9 gold.
Excellent. Cool, then
9 gold.
I'm not happy about having to get up straight away again and go, but I'll get up straight away again and go.
Okay, who's
Put
running?
my rapier in it. Yeah, I'll jog beside him.
I think
No one can
Osborne's at
keep
the
pace
front.
with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys...
I think we're all moving, and I'm sort of last two was in the end, continue with the group.
Alright, so you all start running, and as you turn the corner, you see a very odd situation. You see 3 orcs chasing a what looks to be a blue humanoid.
Devil! Is that a devil, sir?
Are they running, like, which direction are they running to
And
us?
Emily, at this point, describe your character to them. Tell them what you look like, and
Alright, so I am too tall to be a human. I'm quite large in stature. Is the speaker working here?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I've got kind of like scaly but sparkly, not sparkly, shimmery, blue, red, and purplish, a purplish skin or whatever you call it. And am I just describing my stature? And I'm really athletic as well. I look quite strong, something that would take multiple orcs to dominate. Something would be like an asset. Yeah.
As you're fighting them. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm more
orcs.
agile than strength, so I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I yell out, is that a devil, sir?
I don't know. But there's orcs, quickly!
Okay.
Upon them now!
Alright.
I run at the orcs.
They're 50 feet away. Everyone roll initiative.
Yeah, but
50 feet?
That's a D20.
Nathan?
Yeah, roll a d20, Em.
oh
Yeah.
fuck. We're waiting.
Okay.
Yes!
Oh, nice.
Alright, I got
Oh,
16.
very cool.
Okay, and add the plus at the top
Uh-oh.
to initiative.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Very good.
I fucking. Alright, oh yeah. So I'm 20.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pretty good. Not good enough. I got a total of 27.
I'll fine, get hit by an axe.
Oh,
Osborne, I don't mind.
Nice.
Alright, so, who got 30 to 25?
I got 30 to 25.
What'd you get?
27.
27. Alright, 25 to 20? Anyone
Yeah, I
got
got 20.
20? Okay. You got 20? 20 to 15?
That's me, 19.
Okay.
Siege.
Wow. 15 to 10? 5 to 1?
Oh yeah, that's me. I got a
No,
3.
you missed 5 to 9.
Did I? No, I said 10 to 5, didn't I?
10 to 5.
10 to... Oh, isn't that 5 to 10? Yeah, I'm 5 to 10.
Yeah.
It's going down, not up. There.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Yeah, I got confused.
What number? Hello? Parag? What number?
9.
Thank you. Alright, 5 to 1.
3.
Hey.
Fucking yeah, I'll be. Oh, good. I'll be sitting at the front. Everyone else, you can do what you want.
Alright, give me 1 second. Oh wait, you guys can all see the profile picture of Everstone, can't you?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So it takes a moment, and you realize this is a dragonborn individual who are quite rare in these parts. Okay, and I'm going to roll initiative for our lucky contestants.
Yes. None got over 27.
Bullshit roll.
Okay. So,
Oh god.
Everstone, you are about 20 feet away from these orcs that have been chasing you. You had inspected the entrance to a cavern and were looking to enter it, but unfortunately you were caught out by a patrol, and seeing that they were outnumbering you, they've chased you back into this valley, and you've run into this group of adventurers completely out of the blue. You see them before you. You see an elf, you see 2 humans, and a halfling. They're all strapped up, weapons. They look capable. They're all out in front of you.
Running at you.
And they're now
I
running
even look
towards
like
you and
I'm
towards a
about to
source of
attack
danger.
Nose.
Alright, Osborne, it's your go.
You said that we're 50 feet away, right?
They're 50 feet, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
And
use
then
my-
and then this dragonborn individual is about 30 feet from you.
Okay. This dragonborn individual, I didn't quite catch. Does she look like a frontliner or not?
She looks athletic.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'm going to run up a few feet away from the dragonborn. I'll keep her to my right because I'm
Yeah.
not too sure, like, if she's gonna be hostile to us or not. I don't know what this thing is. Fucking scaly thing. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'll be a few feet away from that. Thank you very much.
Yep. Okay. So you move 30, 35 feet
Yeah,
up or
I'll
something?
take the full 35 feet to be slightly in front. And, yeah.
Okay. If you like, you can ready an action. Unless you want to do
Already-
something else.
Already a dodge.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
charge
run
up.
up and put yourself in. You'll dodge. Okay.
Yeah. I'll use
Do you want to do
the-
anything else?
I'll yell out to the orcs as I'm running up to them. Come on, run faster!
Okay. Cool. Now that is Everstone. It's your turn. You've got orcs 20 feet behind you, and you've just seen this halfling individual. So it's like a half human. Will run up, kind of up in front of you, looking ready to fight these. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try and ask you guys. We can't defeat these people separately, and that I'm essentially from royal blood, and so I
You don't have much time to say all this, because
Okay.
yep.
You're getting attacked.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's sort of like 6 seconds. So what you can do in 6 seconds?
You've got 6 seconds.
Join me, and treasure should be your reward. Quickly.
All right. And what do you do?
Oh shit, aren't I?
You can do stuff. No, you're good. You can do stuff.
And then I hide behind the halfling who's better equipped than me.
Okay. So you can. So on your turn, you can move. You can take an action, and then if you can do anything else as a bonus, you can actually do something as a bonus. So you can move. It costs you probably 5 or 10 feet of movement to just get behind him.
Yeah.
As an action, you could use one of your attacks, or
Well, I think right now.
look at your character sheet. There's a few things you can do. If you see,
I don't know
you see
what to do.
the square in the middle, you've got some weapons that you can attack with, or
Okay.
you've got your own power.
Well, can I use a short bow just because we're at a distance.
Yeah.
And just turn around and trying to aim at them.
Okay, so so go ahead. Are you going to just shoot at the nearest one or something?
Yes.
Okay, so you turn around, pull out the longbow kind of behind this guy, and you're kind of shooting over him because he's a little shorty. Go ahead and roll a d20.
A lot shorter.
Critical fail straight into it. She's a traitor.
Oh no.
Okay, and what's your
Does that hit me?
plus
Not at
to hit?
5.
For short bow, it's +6.
Plus 6, 11.
Holy shit.
That's pretty high.
Plus 6 is huge.
Does she have any proficiency in it?
Absolutely. But unfortunately, it doesn't quite hit. It just kind of the arrow just kind of shoots over. But you're still kind of remaining ready and stuff. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
Can I repeat the action?
Yeah, you get one action. The only bonus action I think you can do is your cunning action, which was in that book I showed you.
Okay.
But you can pretty much do dash, disengage, or hide, which I'm not sure if you can do any of those.
Would I be able to go at a higher point?
Yeah.
Which is higher part of the orcs.
Yeah,
range,
so you can,
and
as a
then-
bonus action, you can dash, which lets you do a bit more movement. And so you can move kind of back and kind of take cover behind a rock.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'll do.
Okay, so you kind of move off to that outcropping where they're kind of back towards near where they were resting. You guys see all this happen? Siege, it is your turn.
I run up. My booming voice echoes across the valleys. I cast command.
Okay.
I scream out, "Name one kid, I command you, drop, drop, drop." Boom, 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 edge. Reverberates out.
Yeah.
I'm casting at level 2, so it affects 2 people in the
Okay.
vicinity. It's
So,
a 60
just to
foot
give you a
range
description,
spell, so I run up. I run up
there are-
30 feet.
Yeah,
Yep.
there are 2 orcs running with great axes drawn, and there's one in kind of leather and hide robes with an eye patch
Yep.
clutching a staff.
Okay. I'll probably go for the closest ones.
Okay, the 2 that are
Just
running
for
forward with their
probably the
weapons.
2 guys with the.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
those
what do they have to do?
They have to make a wisdom saving throw, or
Okay.
they follow the command. And however, they have to understand my words, and I do scream this in Goblin by the off chance that they understand it. I don't know. So that's up to you.
Okay.
And I scream that in Goblin.
Okay.
This
So I'm rolling save for the first one. He rolls a 14. A roll for the second one. He rolls a 10.
passes. All right. The second one does not pass. I think he has to roll. He has to beat a 12.
Okay.
The first one does pass. All right. So it basically drops flat on his face.
His weapon falls to the ground and he insta-planks on the ground. All right. And he's dropped to the ground. He's prone. The other one, though, doesn't seem to take notice, but sees you shout and sees his clansman just drop to the ground. Looks at you now with his
An aura of
his
gold
gaze
around
like, locked
me.
on you. Is there anything else you want to do?
I just continue to make my way over there. So
Okay.
my full movement forward. Yep.
Okay. So you're now
Ready.
kind of, and as you run up, you kind of run past the Dragonborn, and you just kind of get a little more familiar. You kind of see that, she's obviously in a bit of a panic. Doesn't look hurt, but is equipped with, short sword, a couple daggers on the belt, and has got a bow out at the
I
moment.
am perhaps a little bit distracted because it's blue. I don't think I've seen a blue dragonborn ever, so that's interesting.
Okay. All right. Now it is the orc, the orc at the back with the clutching a staff, and this is actually a bladed staff. It seems like he also fashions it as a spear, and is kind of in these leather and hide robes. He looks like some kind of like a spiritualist of some kind. He steps forth and is going to now shout back at you, Tiber, who he saw. Who he saw like shout and cast some magic on there. He shouts out in Orcish, which Avalak you would understand, and he says, "Varun, grant me your spear," and he's going to cast spiritual weapon, and you see a kind of this spectral spear kind of coalesce out of darkness in the air, in the air above Tiber as the spear comes down from the sky and just kind of plunges down towards him. Okay, I'm going to what do I do? I'm going to make
Roll to attack.
spell attack.
Oh shit!
That's a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay.
I think that's 1d8.
Yeah. You take 2 points of damage. As
this thing comes down,
shoots across.
That's right. Comes down, hits me square in the chest. However, the armor takes the impact, but I almost fall back as this thing comes at me, just striking me from the heavens. Oh, the horror on my face. Ah!
Okay. Yep. All right. That's and it's going to move up a little closer as well. It's gonna run up and is now kind of right up to where it's now right in front of Osborne. Now kind of charging up as well alongside the ones, and is kind of alongside the one that's kind of fallen prone on the ground. All right, it's now the other orc's turn. The one that didn't fall prone is going to continue running towards you, Tiber. As actually no. Actually no, it is. It's going to run up towards you and make a swing with its great axe, and it's just kind of going to swing that round. That's going to be an 11 to hit.
Does not hit, as it collides against my shield, newly reinforced. Thankfully, does not hit and dig into it. Does not shatter it as I kind of deflect.
You managed to now quite masterfully, parry that off your shield. As you've now gotten accustomed to having things swung at you, and you've now over some time become quite familiar to battle. Unfortunately,
slowly.
Okay, Parik, it's now your turn.
How close are they?
So
How close is Tiber? Sorry.
Tiber is 30 feet away, and the orc is 35 feet, kind of just on the opposite side of him. And there's the other one that is the spellcaster one that's just run up to Osborne. There's one that's planked, totally prone on the ground at the moment.
In front
How
of
far
Osborne.
away is he?
He's back where they originally were, the full 50 feet back.
Alright, well, I'm going to... So it comes to my turn, and I see the lightning strike come from the heavens, and see Tiber parry off these blows and shout these orcs to the ground. I'm just like, fucking magic. And I start running as fast as I can with my rapier drawn and my bow, and I'm going to attempt to leap and stab at the orc that Tiber's fighting with.
Okay. Yeah, so with your movement, you can get you use full movement, you get all the way up there, and you're just in range to make an attack with your rapier. Go ahead and make your attack.
Six.
Okay. Roll sneak attack because you've got an ally next to you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I think it. Oh, does that hit? Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, you need to roll to hit. Sorry.
I need to roll to hit. Did I hit?
Oh, you rolled 1d20 plus 2.
Is that what I'm meant to do for proficiency?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, wow. So total of 6. Oh, unfortunately, that does not hit at all.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I read
Well,
that
I miss him as it glides off his armor again, cursing at my rapier, and now with my bonus action, I'm going to turn around and go for the crossbow.
Okay, let me just check something really quickly here. I wasn't sure if we can do that with a rapier, because I'm not sure if it's a...
Kill him, Pork! I scream as I'm being...
That's okay. Just go ahead and make the crossbow attack. Go ahead and roll a d20. Yep.
20 plus 2. Oh, for fuck's sake. Critical fail! Into combat as well!
Oh, that's a 1.
That's a 1. Yeah, you just... And it's,
Describe what happens.
yeah, you click, and you think the trigger's stuck for a second, you pull it back, and you keep squeezing it, and it just shoots up, and you shoot a crossbow bolt like straight up into the air, and just narrowly avoiding your head as you were kind of inspecting it, and you're like, "Fuck!"
Quickly, kill it! Kill it!
I see it go straight up, and I'm just like, and then I look back down at the orc who's now seen my presence, and I'm just like, oh fuck.
Yeah. All right. It is now the orc up the back gets up and starts to run up towards you, and it can. It's going to use its bonus action to run up towards Osborne and swing at Osborne.
Okay.
And it's going to roll with disadvantage, isn't it? Because you're dodging. So that's going to be the 3. Unfortunately, it just misses because you've obviously trained and can dodge out of the way fairly quickly and easily.
Yep.
All right. Osborne, it's your turn again. You have 2 orcs in front of you. You've got
Once still correct?
No, he got up and ran towards you all.
He got up as well? Okay.
Actually, no, sorry.
Isn't he prone till the end of Tober's next turn? Is that
That's right. Sorry
Yeah,
about
he
calling
should
that.
be,
Sorry,
yeah.
guys. I didn't realize that. So he's still down on the ground. He's still face plant on the ground, but he's 20 feet back, and you've got
He's
the
20 feet back, and if
he's
I
20 feet
move,
back.
he'll get an opportunity on attack move by
Yeah.
me waiting.
Yeah.
Okay. As I see this orc with the staff, he's got this is the one with the staff, yeah?
Yeah.
Stick staff? Yeah.
This is the one that
As I
casts
see
that weapon.
start to close in on me, I seem to get tunnel vision, and I crack my neck and beat the wound that a previous orc had just done to me, and I'm going to charge at this staff orc and do a unarmed attack.
Cool. Go ahead and roll it. I'm assuming that's like Kylo Ren, right? You just smack your chest.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm fine.
And then, oh shit, what do I pass? Fuck.
I'm not-
I always forget this bit.
Okay. What's the total on that?
Plus unarmed attack, fists. Where's my fists? Plus 5. There it is.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your
17.
damage.
Okay. Roll 1d4. Okay, so I get a max damage on that plus 3.
Okay.
8? 7. 7 again.
Okay.
And then I'm going to I'm running up with this guy, and I stop and do a spin on my foot and kick him in the shins.
Okay.
And I feel it impact really, really well, and I'm going to take this over to real blows. See if I can get a combo off. So that's 19,
Yeah, that hits.
and I'll roll damage for that one first. So that's 3 plus 3, 6.
Yep.
6 damage. As I was spinning around with my foot and I bring my fist down, I go and start to punch towards him to the stomach, and I feel it connect really, really well. It's deep. I feel him grunt. Like, "Urgh." And then I'm going to swing again with my other hand and have a critical fail.
Yeah, unfortunately, just completely misses.
Yeah. As the second hand, I bring the second hand in, and I've just been thrown off balance. I spun too much. I got up too quickly. I ran too fast. I'm a little bit dizzy at the moment, and just miss this guy completely, almost punching myself in the face.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do or can do? Okay. You're up, Everstone.
Okay, so at this stage, I've calmed myself down, and I see that Osborne's in trouble.
Okay.
And then I take out my bow and arrow
Yep.
and attempt to hit the orc.
All right. Go ahead and roll your d20 attack.
Oh, only a 6. And then what size? So that's 12.
Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm not able to reload and try to hit again, am I?
No, you get 1 attack at the moment. You've still got a bonus action. You can use that to either try and hide and sneak up on them, or you could move somewhere. And you've also got your movement as well. So every turn you can move 30 feet, and then you've got a special feature that lets you move additionally as well using
Okay,
your
so
bonus.
here's what I'm going to do. I spotted better hiding place just because I fear I've been spotted from shooting that bow and arrow, and then I want to reposition myself for my next shot.
Okay, so you you sneak around the back of this rock to the other side of it, and use your bonus action to hide. Go ahead and roll your stealth. So roll a d20 and add the stealth from your character sheet.
13.
And
stealth is, hold on.
it's at the bottom.
Plus 8.
Okay, that's 21. Okay,
Jesus.
that's what happens when you level up and you take the stats instead of the feat.
No,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next up is Siege Tiber.
Alright. After exchanging with this thing, and Pork is upon him but unable to. Oh, sorry, Avalok.
That's me. Remember?
Oh, did I miss you?
Yeah, because I was rolled so low. GM forgets
I'm
the
so
elf on the
sorry.
back.
Sorry, I'll put you in. I'll put you in after. Sorry, straight after Osborne. And sorry,
Before Osborne, sorry. It would have been before because
it would have been, but I've already said it.
Yep.
Is
There
that-
is.
sorry,
I did
sorry,
want.
go
I wanted was to stop you, but that's right. So
I'm so sorry.
there you are. Right. So after seeing the athleticism of was Osborne trying to punch unsuccessfully this leather sort of clad sort of orc or whatever, I decided this time to cast hold person upon this one. And when I put my hand down and saying hold in Elvish to the thing. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, I can see it within the range, within 60 feet, and yeah, it just needs to try and succeed on a wisdom saving.
Okay. Rolling d20. Ooh, that's a 19 total.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Let me do it, but before 18, 19. All right. Well,
Okay.
sensing it's struggling beforehand, I use one of my potent dice.
Okay. So what's the number swap?
No, so I got to roll. Hang on, I got to roll first. So swap my.
It should have been. It's the same day still. So you had. You should
Sorry?
still have. Oh, never mind. Don't worry.
Sorry, but I don't think you can do that. Sorry. Because it's a whole person. They have to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell attack, but you don't roll your spell attack.
No. This is something different. This is a
Something
wizard
different?
feature he's got.
I
for-
Yeah, this is a
apologize.
feature. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, so I.
No, it should be the same day. So you should still have.
The dice from
I
before.
think.
Oh.
If you didn't save them, that's alright. You can just roll new ones.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I rolled new ones for a new session.
Yeah, okay.
That's how it does.
It should be at the start of every in-game day, but that's
Oh,
alright. Just roll
sorry,
new ones
yeah.
for this session,
Yep.
and then we'll do that from this on. So what was the other dice that you had? You had
So I
18
replaced,
and,
I replaced that with a 19. And yeah, so I got 19.
So what? You can only replace his saving throw result. You can't make your DC higher.
Oh, sorry, I fucked up. No, don't worry about that. Forget the potent dice. No, I fucked up. Right, so he beats it. So he defeats the
Okay.
spell.
Alright. You've still got move and bonus action.
No, I don't do anything else now. I'm where I am.
Okay. Cool. Alright. Next up, Siege Tiber.
Okay. In exact mirroring what Avalok did, I hold up my hands, make similar gestures, however, calling upon the divine blessings of Joaquin. Name of God is hold! And I cast hold person on the orc in front of me.
Okay.
Basically
Again, a
just
wisdom
hand
save?
in front of it. Yep, wisdom save. Against,
After Avlok loosened it up for you, its willpower is not as strong. And
this is the orc in front of me that me and Porrick are attacking.
Yeah,
okay,
This is
completely
the-
different
one of
orc.
the
This
great
orc
acts.
does not have the willpower of the of its clansmen, and
I reach out my hand and it holds in place and I grip it tight and I look at him in the eyes as I smile as Porrick is about to stab this guy horribly. Get him now! I scream at Porrick.
Okay.
Tightly.
and that's the end of your. You don't do anything else?
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. It is now the orc in robes turn. He's going to pull out his he's gonna get his spear and lunge forward at you, Osborne. and
Cool.
try and shank you with the pointy end. Unfortunately, completely misses. Kind of puts
Trips
it
over
forward.
and stabs himself on
Losing his balance a bit, and kind of after you've like winded him with your martial abilities, he's like attempts to stab forward and absolutely misses. Is kind of like thrown off a little balance, and his shield arm is like now flailing, and he's yeah, and it's now the other orc's turn, but he's currently
his spirit
paralyzed.
weapon. Sorry, his spirit weapon.
Oh yeah, he's still got a spirit weapon active, and he's
That's
gonna
right.
he's gonna hold that spirit weapon still above you and use a bonus action to. Is it a bonus action or an action? Should be bonus
It's
action.
a bonus action now. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna make a spirit weapon attack at you, Siege.
Oh, indeed.
That is a 12 to hit.
Unfortunately, not enough.
No.
Unfortunately for him.
Yeah, so you're actually able to make contact with that, and it kind of ricochets off.
Managed to ricochet off my armor, distracted as I'm holding this orc.
Okay, it's now that paralyzed orc's turn. What does he do on his turn? Does he have to roll a saving throw or anything?
I think maybe next turn he starts rolling. Choosing him on my succeeding and saving throw will be paralyzed for duration. At the end of each turn, the target must make another wisdom
So
saving
it's at the end of each of its turn. So it does nothing
Yeah.
this turn, and it can make a saving throw now.
Yeah.
Nope, that's a fail. That's a 5. Alright, so he remains paralyzed. Parik, you're up.
Yeah, I want to go have an attack at this guy straight in front of me.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Oh,
Yeah, fucking rogues.
oh for fuck's sake!
Roll it again.
No, you're all
You got
again.
advantage?
Thanks
Yeah, I
to
know.
me.
Not 20.
Yes! Yes!
Shit.
You shouldn't have wasted it. It was going to be automatic critical anyway because he's paralyzed. But anyway, just know that you earned it.
It's a triple. It's a good triple.
Okay, so roll your rapier damage.
and sneak attack as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll my damage, which is a 1d8. I don't get any pluses. No, proficiency doesn't come into damage, does it?
No, it's a statistic. that comes
So
up.
that's a
and
3.
you can. I think you can choose to apply your strength or dexterity to.
No, I can't do either. So.
Yep.
And
Okay,
then
so-
there's a 2d8 for my.
The 2d6 for sneak attack. Also,
Oh,
so that
2d6,
3
sorry.
doubles to 6, and roll 2d6 now, and double the result of that. So
4, so an 8.
6, 14 points of
Yep.
damage.
Yep.
You cut it up, and you see the blood running down. Its form is still being held in place, but you can now see it's just barely hanging onto its life by a thread, and is
Alright.
currently bleeding out while being suspended.
Cool.
Knowing that if it had its own had control of its own being at this point, it'd probably be collapsed on the ground. But the will of Tiber is kind of holding it and willing it to remain motionless.
Cool. I want to go for a shot at its head now.
All right, roll your crossbow attack with advantage, I believe.
15.
Yep. Go ahead and roll that, and that'll be an automatic critical as well.
Oh, okay. So I'll just go my damage, which is a 1d6.
Yep.
3.
Yep.
6.
No, he's dead.
So I come running up to him as he's been lifted in the air. I shiv him through his lower sternum up through his heart, pulling it out as blood spurts back. I take a step back and put the bolt straight into between his eyes.
The spell fades as the bolt hits him and falls flat against the earth and soils.
Immediately, I
As
start to
grip.
move over and start walking towards where Osborne is fighting his orc.
Yep. Okay.
Same.
Walking, not running. Walking with style.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
Yep, walk towards Osborne.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So now this orc that was planking up the back is going to get up and run up towards you. It runs up towards Osborne, and it's going to take a swing at Osborne. That's a what's that? 19 to hit.
I can't hear you, Webs.
That hits.
He's gone even more quiet now, hasn't he?
How is he more quiet? I
He's
have
just leaning,
200%.
he's leaning back in his chair. Lean forward.
Get a proper mic.
My mic is the mouse on the right. Can you hear me now?
Oh, lucky on the damage roll there. You take 4 points of slashing damage.
Oh. Well, that's a 1d12 plus 3. Holy shit. Fuck
Okay.
me.
Avalak, it is your turn.
Yay! I'll try not to fuck it up this time. So after a not so stark success, I quickly spelled out, "Don't kill the magic one!" And but I, at the same time, I sort of cast magic missile. Level 1.
Okay. Oh, so you said don't kill him. Alright, I won't kill that one this time.
Yeah, I remember. Alrighty. So this
Where are
level
you
1.
casting that? Level 1? And where are you sending them?
I am sending them to not the magic orc, but the other one that's
The other one? That's just kind of running up now?
Yeah, the one that's still attacking Osborne, I think. Yep, that one. I'm just gonna all three.
Yeah, so there was the magic one was attacking Osborne, and then the other one has just joined in.
Oh, sorry. Yep, that's the one.
They're both on him. They're both on.
Yeah, but
So
I
the
want
other
directed
one
all, not the magic one. The other one who just joined the.
Okay,
the
so you get a 5, a 2, and a 4 to do. I think is that 11 points of damage all up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it just gets completely slashed.
Right towards.
Yeah, it gets completely slashed up. Completely slashed up by arcane means.
Would one say it's bloodied?
Yeah, it's completely bloody, looking very weak now.
You're very quiet. Sorry,
I have no idea what he's
Can't
saying.
hear Osborne at all.
Increase your mic, man.
Yeah, turn your
in
mic volume up.
Windows, in the Windows mixer. Make sure. I know what's going on. Hangouts is probably changing your audio levels, so make sure you change it to like another device in Hangouts, or just disable entirely so it doesn't automatically duck your audio because it's a fucking arsehole.
Oh yeah, that Google thing.
Yep. Apple does it too. No, everyone's horrible.
Can you hear me now? Am I okay now?
Yeah.
A little bit better, but you're a little quiet.
Okay. Well, as I see Avalak raise his hand at this orc, I get this familiar sensation, and I kind of reach my hand out as well, and stop just before the orc, as it just gets slashed and like destroyed, and then I kind of flinch back a bit, and I go.
All right, and it's your turn now.
I'm going to attack the other orc that was planking. He's on me now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack that. I want to do an unarmed strike against that.
All right. Roll your attack.
That's 21.
Definitely hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. 1d4 is natural 4.
Yep.
Plus 3.
Yeah,
so
no,
that's 7.
Yeah, you've defeated him.
Oh.
So you pummel him to death.
Yeah. He must have face planted pretty hard. Would have hurt.
Those magic missiles obviously had something to do with it.
So I run up to this guy and I kind of do a punch and I kind of like pull it a little bit. I want to give him a chance. I want to hit him more than once. I just like kind of give him a love tap, but he falls over anyway.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh.
Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's all of them down now, isn't it?
No, there's the last one's up. The one with the robes.
The
one that Avalak said don't kill.
Yeah, I said not to kill.
Whatever you want, just don't kill him, please.
Okay.
Okay.
We can deal non-lethal, can't we? That's a thing.
I'm going to start making my way back
Only
to
in melee.
Everstone. I'm going to like circle around.
Roll perception.
Okay.
She's currently hiding you.
D20 plus 2. I think that's 20. I think.
That's 18.
What do I have? Perception +2, yeah. So 20.
You don't know where she is. I believe she rolled 21 on her stealth. So you have no idea where Everstone is. She saw her duck behind a rock, but since then she's vanished.
I head over back to the rock and I kind of just stand there and
Okay. Everstone, your turn.
shit.
Okay, well, I'm trusting of you now, so I unveil myself. And the last remaining orc,
Yeah.
we don't need to kill him.
Yeah, you heard the elf say, "Don't kill the," said, "Don't kill that one." You're about 30 feet from it, and it hasn't noticed you.
Okay.
Why
Well,
listen to
after your displays of bravery, I have you've earned my trust, and I ask you to help me on my quest.
You've got 6 seconds. You're still in combat, technically.
Ah,
He's still alive. Like, this thing is still posing a threat to you and attacking everyone.
okay. When I'm able to run up to the orc,
Yeah.
and I want to stab it.
All right.
Stab the shit out of it.
Don't kill it. Stab it in the throat.
So, do you want to kill it? Or...
Why not? I don't trust it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Go. Yeah. Roll your attack.
Okay.
With advantage because it hasn't seen you, so you're an unseen
Oh,
attacker.
11.
Yeah,
So
and roll
17.
it again.
Roll again. Pick the highest number.
Damn it.
Okay,
Alright.
Take
so-
the 11.
So, what'd you get on the?
Well,
First
it's
one?
going to be 17.
Yeah, no, that
Using
hits.
dagger.
So roll your attack with sneak attack damage as well. So
Who's
you
got
rolling
this?
with your dagger? No. Sorry, I should have told you. Are you attacking with a dagger?
Yeah.
So roll the D4 button,
Yeah.
and it'll just be 1D4.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to submit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just press hit it. Well, and add the modifiers after. Just hit it all through.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah. So that's 6. And what's your plus on the attack of the dagger there?
6.
No. On the damage, it should say 1d4 plus. So see, it has a 1d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn.
So that's 6 plus 4, 10 points. Now roll 2d6. So go to the d6 and press 2.
Then you get like an extra attack.
Alright, submit 2.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yes.
Okay. 16. So you do 10. You do 26 points of damage.
Yes. That's awesome.
What's that? 3.
That shit
The
is like
thi-
cut to pieces.
It is still alive.
Bullshit.
It is.
Oh.
Awesome powers.
Yeah,
that
he
shit
is
went
cut
down.
up on his last legs. He's now dropped to the knees, breathing, and he's got like blood trickling down his arms. Like he just coughs up a bit. He's completely bloody, just barely hanging on to his life. And yeah, do you want to do anything else?
Can I, out of anger, reveal my magic trick, which is to strike into the lightning?
It takes an action to do that, and you used your action on your attack already.
Well, fuck, Michael.
You already did 26 points of damage. What else do you want?
Did I
Fucking
just
rogues.
poke it? No.
Are you attempting to do more damage to this thing?
Well, it's
'Cause
dying, isn't
If
it?
you've got if you're holding 2 daggers, which I think you have, you can use your bonus action to attack with the other one, but you won't add as many bonuses to damage and stuff. So you can, if you do want to make another attack, you can, or you can do other stuff.
Oh, what do you guys reckon?
This is your character.
Do what you do.
Do what your character wants to
I know
do.
one of you is Judas, so... what? Okay. Michael's gonna be better right now.
Kill it. If
Okay, yeah, I'm just going to leave it be because I believe it to be dying.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Just kill it slow, brutal.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Siege Tiber.
All right. Well, I run up to it
And so you've just seen like a blue dragonborn
Yeah.
kind of rush up with crazy speed and swiftness, just hurling a dagger into the side of this thing's neck, kind of dragging it down into the shoulder, kind of just as one swift motion, completely devastating it. It drops down to a knee and is kind of spouting blood.
Yes, but this thing casts spells. Hence, I run up to it, and I cast some spell command, and I command it to be silent. I say, "Hold your tongue!" Bring that, and shimmering gold light comes from my words alive. Yes, take a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so
Or be silent.
okay, so sorry, what spell is this?
Command. I
Okay.
command it.
All right,
So wisdom saving throw against 12. Oh, it succeeds.
it manages to succeed.
Begins to,
All right.
begins to spurt out blood and other obscenities as I run up towards it, keeping distance away from it, but just approaching it slowly with flail. That's my action.
Okay. It turns around now to Everstone, seeing this mortal wound come to it. It's just going to now just lash out at you, Everstone, and it's going to roll its attack. That's
Kill
a
it!
19 to hit.
Oh!
Does that beat your armor class? Yeah, so up to the top it should be AC, or like a shield icon. Up the top?
I can't find it. Where is
To the
it?
left of initiative?
Armor class is 15.
So that hits you. Okay, that's gonna be
There's going to be some ouchies. There's going to be some ouchies coming up.
Crit fail. Watch it.
okay. You take
Oh,
6
6.
points of piercing damage. So on your sheet mark like a -6 on your health.
Okay.
And yeah, that's its turn. Pyrig, you're up.
I just see this blue dragon completely disobey this elf who I believe is quite powerful, and I'm really amused by it. I have a bit of a laugh, and I'm just like, as I'm just standing there, I'm like, Avlark, you might want to kill it before she does, or maybe you might want to stop her. I don't know. I just kind of.
What are you waiting for? Kill it now!
I flash a dark look at you, but continue.
It's just like,
I just put my hands up and I'm just like, I'm staying out of this, and I go walk over to search the other bodies. Fuck it. This is your fight now.
okay. So we'll get to your looting probably after. Avlark, your turn.
I get closer to the injured goblin as much as I possibly can. Well, basically I could be standing over at this point. And I stand there. That's my action. I attempt to shield this thing with my body. Even if the fucking thing attacks me, I don't care. Don't kill it, I need it alive!
Okay.
Restrain him, then!
So, where am I? I'm behind him, aren't I? Because
No, you're in front of it. It ran up to you, unless you.
It ran up to me, and then the other orc that planked was like to its right or some shit, so I had to go over there.
Everstone ran up behind the other one, shanking it.
So then behind it, so I'm on its like right. So does that mean that Rue is, is still?
He's on your left. He's on your
Okay,
left.
so he is still in. Like,
He's walked up to melee.
I'm going to try and push past Avalak
Mm-hmm.
and make an unarmed strike against this. So do I roll a physical check or acrobatics?
Avlark, did you do anything else with your action or bonus or anything that you wanted to do?
No, I'm just going to stand there.
He's moving past him. He gets to strike him with the back of the hand.
Okay, Osborne. Yeah, you can go ahead and make an attack.
I can make it. Okay.
Fuck. That's so disappointing.
Unfortunately, doesn't hit. Completely misses.
Getting knocked off balance by trying to get past Avalak. This elf kind of sticks out his foot to try and block me, and it kind of goes over my head because it's used to block taller people. And I'm just like distracted by it and try and swing with the other hand and miss completely as I turn around thinking there's another enemy behind me that snuck up on us.
And when you turn around you, I say, don't do it.
If
Okay.
you pay close attention, that you'll see that my eyes are whited out and no one's there.
All right. Everstone, your turn.
Okay.
This orc is still alive. You've heard an elf walk up to it and say, "Don't kill it," and the elf is attempting to make it to preserve its life for now. And you've just seen the halfling try and attack it, but not manage to do any damage to it. You're still behind it.
Can I talk to the elf and ask why
Yeah.
its life must be preserved?
Yeah, quickly. Yeah.
Why must its life be preserved? Well, obviously, I'm dying or whatever.
First off, and I say back, first off, Dragonborn, we'll get right to you, but first we need to know why it's here. Why did it attack you, and why is it here?
All right, and that's probably about all the information you can get out. What do you want to do?
Well, I know my intentions are good, so I'm going to stab it anyway.
Okay. Go ahead. And roll your attack.
Yes!
Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll your dagger damage, which is the 1d4.
Oh, that's hilarious.
God.
That's quite funny.
That's 7 points. Yeah. Describe how you kill this thing.
Yes!
I grab my dagger in the hand and I stab it
Ask for
right
help.
in the middle of the face
Okay, so you just.
and twist the knife with satisfaction as I get my revenge.
I stand there shocked.
And all of you are kind of left a little like shocked after you just see, this like.
No, I'm
martially
laughing. I'm laughing
this
my ass
martially
off. I think
trained
it's the
halfling,
hilarious thing
trained,
ever.
attempt to like swiftly strike with its things, and you just see Dragonborn like stare down with this orc, and just in one swift movement, just quickly like plant a dagger in the middle of its face, and then slowly and deliberately just turning it, watching it turn. You wouldn't be able to tell tell it's an orc from the face. There's no face anymore. And for now, it seems as though the danger has passed.
What madness has overtaken you, Avalok? This thing was still attacking us!
Tiber,
It's
still yourself quickly. First off, who is this Dragonborn we see here?
Yeah, I'm cautious
No.
against the Dragonborn. Looking like I think that we're still going to fight because.
So,
I don't
Everstone,
know.
you see these 4 adventurers now staring at you. Many of them obviously armed and capable, and they've helped you get revenge upon these beasts that were chasing you from your exploration.
Okay, do I have long to speak?
Yeah, you've got much time now. There's no combat, no danger.
Okay,
Good,
well,
no
I have to
restrictions.
thank you for your bravery that you've shown. I am. Well, obviously, I'm a bit fucked up, but I am Sophia Epperstone, and I am from Varash, where I have people challenging my family's title. And what I need to do to get rid of these people overall is to get an amulet, and in return, I shall give you each 100 opals that can be appraised for 100 each. But I need you to help me continue on the journey because I have underestimated the harm that I've come across. That's
Wow.
it. Will you guys come and I will give you shit?
I was thinking she says this in common.
Yeah. You said this just in normal, like common speak, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in some sort of weird Dragonborn
No.
talk that no one understands. It's like, what the fuck?
Perhaps we can speak of more details in this a bit later on. How many more of them? Are there any more of these orcs around? I look at you, Everstone.
Well, I know that
Any more
there
of
have
these
been
orcs?
many more than I expected. With the darkness of the cave, I'm able to use my lightning strike when necessary to take down some of the larger orcs. But the fact is, I need you to accompany me if I'm ever to retrieve that amulet.
So
See.
you've
Oh.
been in the
Oh.
cave. Interesting.
So yeah, Everstone, you would know you approached the entrance of it, but as you were getting toward the entrance and kind of just into the mouth of the cavern, you were spotted by some of these orc patrols that have just chased you off. You're only just getting and kind of into the sight of your quest and your curiosity as they chase you off.
Well,
From what you've seen no other orcs than the orcs that have chased you off and have that you've just defeated. So that's what you know.
So,
if you
so what you're saying is, you've come here, asked for our help in your time of need. We've then asked you to leave this orc so we could gather information from us. You've then blatantly killed him in front of a decently powerful elf, and now you're offering us more gold than any of us have ever seen to follow you into a cave that none of us know how powerful the creatures reside. Is this correct, Dragonborn?
This is correct. That with my powers, I'm sure that
I take a swig of my whiskey. Avalok, Avalok. Oh.
But what would you
wow.
expect of her? She was attacked by this thing.
I continue drinking my whiskey and shaking my head. Oh, please.
Have a look. Why was the orc not taken?
This
Hit
thing
out.
was
Knock it
able
out.
to cast magic, and it was dead now, so
Then
we
knock
won't
it
have-
out. Tie it up.
It's
I
dead,
assure you, I
Tiber.
know these orcs. They're the orcs that have
Yes.
come to
Then.
ravage my community of Barash. They are not to be trusted. They were never to be any good to us. And Michael's giving me like a squirmy face saying no.
You don't really know.
Ah.
Roll bluff.
Well, I assume.
Roll bluff.
You assume, that's true.
On my
Assumption
behalf.
there.
True. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're
Okay,
just
well, here I am.
deducing what your character would deduce.
Yes.
Can I roll insight to see if I know?
Insight to yeah. Roll your insight.
When you
Everstone,
walked up,
Natural 20.
Are you attempting to disguise anything that you're communicating? Are you being totally forthright and honest with them?
I am forthright and honest.
Yep. Yeah. Everything. She seems to speak the complete truth.
She seems to speak the complete truth. Wow.
well, considering what
I-
just happened, gentlemen, I can't take this as truth. I cast Detect Thoughts on her.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't realize to cast magic. I scream at you. Well, not scream at you.
Yeah.
What do you mean? When you came before that orc and stopped her and.
So, Everstone, you see Avalak the elf raise a hand to you, and in that moment, actually, no, not yet, but in a moment, you're going to feel that someone is attempting to read your thoughts and your mind. Okay, so how does that spell work, Avalak?
Rightio, so you'll need to. What we got here? So initial.
Is it? I think
So
straight
my
away
initial.
you get.
Again, surface thoughts. So what are you sort of
Okay, what are your surface thoughts, Everstone? Right now, what's the most immediate thoughts on your mind?
That I need these people to trust me, and they are necessary. They are necessary help and the aid I need if I want to ever capture that amulet again.
Okay.
As
So
soon
I
as
must
she,
do whatever I can
Okay.
to earn your trust.
Okay.
as soon as Avalok raises his hand, I'm going to pull out my crossbow and point it directly at her head, and just in case she tries to try something. And
Okay.
the laughing stopped, and I have a solid straight face.
Okay. So, Everstone, you now see a crossbow pointed at you from this once cheery-looking alcoholic man, and an elf with a hand raised towards you.
I take a
Avalak,
step
are you going to
back.
attempt to read any further?
Yes, and the next one I shall probe your thoughts a little bit
Okay.
further.
Are you going to attempt to resist his attempt to read your thoughts?
Absolutely not.
No?
I'm going to let you read my mind. I'm trying to be as apparent as possible.
Okay.
Because I want to earn your trust.
Okay, so what are you trying to find out, Avalok?
I'm trying to find out, so, let me think. Well, if she actually is being, like, truthful. Not just saying on the surface she's being truthful.
Okay. Everything she's communicated has been resonates as truth as well in her mind.
Yes, and the second thing I want to do is ask if she knows anything about the Spellforge.
Everstone, your knowledge of the Spellforge is that it exists. You know that it's located in that cabin. The reason you know about it is because I think it was mentioned that a year ago you made a discovery that a way for your family to verify their noble bloodline was that there was an item that was there because one of your ancestors long ago was involved in this site, and that artifact remains there. So you know of its existence. You know that there is a spell forge or a forge of spells within that cabin that was lost and forgotten. You spent your last year trying to find it for the purposes of getting that artifact that will that is attuned to your bloodline and will be able to prove infallibly to your people that you and your family are of a royal draconic house.
May I ask what is the importance of the Spellforge to your group?
Spellforge.
No, shit. I'm just going to say really quickly. You don't know what he's trying to figure out. He's just kind of digging through that. You're not aware of what he's looking into.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just know someone's sort
Or
of...
you're asking out of character. You're not as your character or as...
No, I was asking my character.
Okay.
That's fine. I was just digging through, and that's the last thing. And that was the last thing.
Any of that information, you kind of get all of that information because she's not resisting any of your attempts to read her thoughts.
I give a
Okay.
I give a slight look towards Avalok, and as if like to say, "Are we killing her, or are we not killing her?"
It's still focusing, but now it was dropping my hand to my side. I look and was breathe out like, no, she's telling the truth, and we best respect her as well because this is a royal dragon, by the seams of it.
Dragon. Interesting. I lower my crossbow and go back to my looting.
Okay.
I pitched the idea of having a short rest.
It's not a bad
Good idea, Osborne. Let's get out of here. There might be more of them.
Okay, so...
Did you see any more? I look over there. And what is your name? Everstone, correct?
Sophia Everstone.
Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
Any more of these orcs? You see any more?
I have a suspicion that they're still around, but what is scary about them is that they are good at hiding and sneak attacks, in my own experience.
In our experience as well. We've been ambushed by them quite a number of times. I'm now starting to calm down a little bit, looking around, sweating slightly. Let's get out of the open. Let's go back to the glade.
Okay.
We'll meet
Parry,
there and figure this out.
In your looting, you find 7 gold pieces, and if you choose to, you can take the weapons they had on them.
So what did the mage have on him? That's what I'm most interested in.
So you weren't up there. You were looting the other 2 while the other guys were dealing with that. So are you going to attempt to walk up to that body?
Yeah.
Because you took some time to loot those guys while they were finishing up.
Yeah, I'm not interested in their weapons, unless they're like me-sized. Are they me-sized, or are they orc-sized?
Oh,
They're slightly taller than the average human, but they are thick, muscular, and ferocious looking.
Yeah, no. Alright, not interested. I want to go up to the mage.
Okay. And you're going to loot him?
Yeah, I'm going to loot him.
Okay.
I'm gonna loot him hard.
Okay.
See what he's shelving.
He has 19 silver pieces, 13 electrum pieces,
Ooh.
19, so it's 13 electrum. Is that what you
13
said?
electrum,
Yep.
as well as a talisman or a symbol that he had around his neck with a glyph that matches his brand and the brand of the orcs beside him.
Is it the same glyph as the one we saw before?
On the orcs, yep. And
Does.
he also has on the back of his belt a small scroll case, and upon opening it, you see a scroll in there. But as you look at it, it's just got symbols and glyphs and things on it. You're not sure what it says.
I toss the actually no, I'll hold on to them for now. Does the talisman resonate in any way?
Not that you can detect.
Not that I can detect. Excellent. Anything else on him? Nothing?
Nope.
Cool.
I look a little bit unnerved and uncomfortable being around Pork as he's like corpse picking, basically, like rummaging through like organs.
Do I see you give me that way? That look?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, come on, Pork, let's get out of here.
Sir, I'll
Corpse
tell you
pick later.
this. Us farmers don't get chances to get this kind of gold, and when we see these opportunities, we take it with both hands.
Yes.
Not all of us
understand
get
that.
to live in the easy world, sir.
I understand that, but at least let's just make sure we're safe before we dig around. But very good, no problems. Let's just get
Cool.
back. I look around.
I'm happy with that. Let's go. Let's keep moving.
Do you guys duck off to the side to have your rest?
I hope so.
Okay.
Are you okay, Osborne? You took another hit there.
I look at you and yes, I will be fine. I just need to sit for a while.
And you as well, Sophia. You took a bit of a hit as well. Are you okay?
I'm still in pain from my original injury, but I'm surviving. I can continue on with the journey.
We're going to move over to our camp here and have a bit of a rest. Maybe we can stitch our wounds and figure this out exactly, find out what's going on. If you are indeed capable, your skill has plain to us.
Are you?
Hello?
Hello, I couldn't hear a bit, like a chunk of that.
Okay. I was saying, no, you're indeed capable as a fighter. If we can have you around, that will be most beneficial to our group, but let's just go back and figure this out.
I absolutely would need to join your journey. If we are all to survive, I offer you many skills and talents that will help defeat any possible enemies that may come our way.
And as you can tell from the way she speaks, Common is not her native language, and obviously she's come from somewhere far away that perhaps none of you would even know, coming from a draconic land. She speaks very proper. Seems that she has studied this language quite well.
I find that very refreshing.
I'm amused. Oh, it's going to be a long journey.
Do you guys want to take a quick break while we have the short rest? And
yeah, quick break, everybody.
Yeah, everyone go do a shit, get some water.
Okay, so
So you guys are all kind of in this little hideout spot off the away from the clearing, behind some trees and bushes. You've made a short camp where you're quickly tending to your wounds, getting some food and water.
Cool. I want to walk over to Avalark, and show him the scroll. What's this, Avalark?
Hang on, where'd you get that? Oh, not from one of the fallen orcs over there.
Yes, that's exactly where I got it from, sir.
Huh.
I thought it would be smart, just in case one of the orcs came back and claimed it for themselves. It could be useful information.
Well, at least we gleaned something from them. So was it take the scroll from you?
Mm-hmm.
And I have a look, so what am I rolling? An investigation on this?
You don't need to roll, because it's on your... This is a spell that you recognize. You're able to read it.
It's a spell scroll. So.
It's a spell scroll.
Oh, cool.
Of course, it's probably fucking worth 30 gold. Is bet you fucking is.
You can't use
probably
it.
probably a bit more than that.
Uh-huh.
God.
This is a scroll of augury.
Oh. Put that down. So you want? Well,
Actually, let me just check something. Sorry, Avalak, I may have to retcon something.
oh dear. Please.
Oh dear,
Fox.
again.
You're actually an ogre. On the high elf.
Actually, no. I'd say, what the scroll? I just unfurl the scroll and just go, "You're an ogre." It's like fuck.
It reveals your true nature. It's cursed.
You unveil the scroll, and it's like Kung Fu Panda Dragon Scroll. It's just like a mirror, and it's looking back at you. Motherfucker.
Damn it! Like no.
My
Yeah,
racial bonuses.
actually, Avalak, you can't read this. Sorry, it's not on your spell list. It is not a wizard spell.
Oh, okay. Well, after was.
So if he can't read it, does he say anything about it, or does he?
You're able to tell that it is a spell scroll.
Stop.
You're able to tell that it's a spell scroll, and it has glyphs and things on it that don't make much sense to you. Roll either Arcana or Religion.
We'll do Arcana because filthy religion. Yeah. Wow.
Aha! Cursed by the gods.
Damn it! I said it beforehand. I should have done that. Oh, I got that one, so that's good.
Yep.
You need to be schooled.
He
in
reads
ways
it
of
and then
religion.
he casts it and then he dies.
Yeah.
I
You're
just
not
say-
making heads or tails of it.
No,
You're
I
not
just-
able to read it. And it doesn't seem to be in a code that is of any kind of arcane tradition that you've studied.
No, I just say it was the
How's he
poor
know
dog.
it's a spell scroll then?
Yeah,
I can
but it
feel
doesn't
magical.
seem to be... You're looking at it and it's magical. But you get the idea that it may not be arcane in nature.
Have I ever seen the language before?
Roll Arcana. Are you proficient in Arcana?
No. But I have lots of
Roll
different
it.
languages.
Roll it anyway. Fucking hell.
I snatch it back, cast the spell, everyone dies, I take all them!
You've seen symbols like this before. You saw symbols like this when... And you just have this flash of inspiration back to Cragmore Castle when you're walking through. You saw a few symbols like this when you were going through a chamber, a grand room dedicated to the worship of different gods. You get the idea that this is a divine scroll. Containing divine magic.
So, Porter, what have you gleaned from this? Obviously, my powers have failed me.
I've raised my eyebrows at him. Sir? And what do you mean, sir?
Well, I have no idea what that is. Obviously, it is an arcane in nature. I assume it's from some other... It isn't a school of magic I'm aware of, and I think it's from... It perhaps could be from a different power, but I don't know.
I pick it up and have a look at it. No, sir. And I put it back where I had it. Yeah. If you want me to roll a bluff against it or not?
Only if he attempts to insight check you.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Cool.
And I didn't seem too much.
Where the fuck would a farmer know where the magic comes from? Cool. Now I have So this, do I know anything about divine magic, or I just assume
Nope.
God plus?
You know that this is
glyphs
likely
is
divine magic
divine.
scroll.
Do I want to do anything about it? No, of course I don't. It's probably worth a lot. No. Could I
Who's holding it right
could
now?
I roll? Could I roll to see how much it's worth if I knew anything about divine scroll magic trading, or how much spells are usually worth?
Roll a straight intelligence.
Five plus 1, I think.
I mean, unable to appraise this because you're unable to identify it, but you do know that, especially like in temples and things, you can pay for magics and spells, and if you go to, an alchemist or an arcane house, you can request certain spell services, and the cost of those go up with the level of the magic and the power that are used. So depending on what level it is, it'll be a different cost.
So how much would a basic one usually be worth? Like the lowest, like if I went into there to get healed at some point in time, how much would that have cost me?
It depends who's providing it. It varies greatly. And magic is actually quite, it's quite expensive and quite rare. It's unlikely that you'd have had many dealings with such places, as they are rare and very expensive in this age.
Are we talking like rare and expensive, like 10 gold a hit, or like 100 gold a hit?
Like 50 and upwards. Like basic stuff, like 50 gold and up. Like this is the kind of stuff that brings people back from like bleeding out dead. Just
right.
at a touch.
Okay, and yeah, right.
We're talking 50 gold pieces, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. That's it. Goes up.
Why would have an orc had it on him? With kind of gleaming all that information together, putting 2 and 2 together, the talisman, the divine, kind of thinking, what is divine? When you say divine, is that good or bad, or is it just divine?
It's not necessarily attached to any moral standing.
So it's just attached to deity kind of thing.
Yeah, an otherworldly power.
Right. Oh, okay. Wow, that's impressive. Cool. I'm interested by that. Utterly divine. Cool.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm praying.
Can't hear Osborne. He's trapped in a well.
I'm praying.
Okay.
Yeah, I make some.
You guys rolled some hit dice and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah, I did that already. We marked it off.
Slots back.
Okay.
Oh
Oh yeah. Sorry, one sec. You can roll hit dice as well, Em, because you took a hit.
Mm-hmm.
So on your sheet here, I forgot to add extra ones for this, but you can roll D8.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll D8 now. This is like rolling hit dice, kind of just to recuperate and get some of your health back.
1.
Okay. So you get 2 points of health back. You can roll up to 3 more if you want to. You're missing 4 health at this point. So yeah, you're back at full health, and you've got 2 hit dice remaining for today. All right.
Nice.
Oh shit! I ran over my microphone cord. All right. Okay, what's everyone doing? You said you were praying, Siege?
Yeah, I'm making some prayers, but also mainly just resting up as
Okay.
look over at Everstone and want to make some light conversation, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out whose person is. Sophia Everstone. So tell me of this pendant or whatever you are searching for. It is a family heirloom, correct?
It is. In fact, it glows when it is worn by one of the family members.
Magical in nature, then, I suppose. Interesting.
Hmm.
How did such a pendant become trapped? Did the orcs, did they capture it? Did they take it? Did they ransack it?
It is
I want to
still.
walk over when you're having this conversation as well, just to listen.
Yeah, you're right.
Did I see?
Sorry, what was that? Yeah, Everson.
Mute that, or can everyone?
Yeah, I can't hear her.
Okay. My ancestor was at the battle where it was taken. We're not sure if the orcs have them or if someone has given protect. All we know is that without that, we truly show our ruling blood and prove it to rule over the land of Arash.
Land of Rash.
With this pendant, it gives us greater powers, greater ability to protect our village.
I see. We are heading within Wave Echo Cavern. We're searching for something called the Spellforge, something of that nature. If you happen to be going our way, then we would gladly have you in our company. The more, the safer.
I would gladly.
Especially-
I actually would love to accompany you. What I will do, if I'm able to capture that pendant or amulet, I will happily reward you with 100 gold each, or gems worth 100.
A worthy reward, then I will take you up on that offer. Well,
Cool beans.
indeed.
How close is this cave that you're seeking to find, Everstone?
And so you know that it's probably just about a 45-minute hike. Those orcs were chasing you for some time. They chased you away from the cavern, but you know the way there.
It is a short journey. I can quickly lead the way. It shall take us under an hour to get there.
Would you
that'll be
need
most
to?
close.
Would you need to go back to your town for the reward, ma'am?
No, I do carry them with. I do carry the gems with. My town.
Let's just fuck her up now, boys.
You could. However,
No, I'm not going to say that.
Right,
I'm not going
no
to
one
just
has
fucking
been-
jump.
no one
I
has
don't-
been
I-
able to take
I-
it away from me.
I don't think you said that in character, but I'm going to rule
No.
that you guys say stuff like that. It's going to be in character from now on.
I know.
unless you say,
I'm proficient in insight. I'm looking at Porrick. Do I read that he's like scouting his? Am I seeing some sort of hideous nature in this filthy farmer?
Parag, are you
Yeah.
attempting to conceal your thoughts?
Well, what's he doing?
I'm trying to find out why you're asking that question. Like, where do you are you carrying the reward on you?
Well, what I said was, would we need to go back to your village for the reward? So I will roll a bluff plus
Or deception?
deception plus a 4. So unless you
That's
can
11
beat a
total for me.
14. No, you
That's
just
11
think that
total.
I'm asking whether we're going to have to journey all the way back to the fuck tons of Dragon Core somewhere far, far away, as this is going to take our time.
It
sounds
sounds
like-
odd, but then it sounds odd for a second. But I'm like, no, actually.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm saying, is this going to take us away from our quest for a long period of time?
Thinking practically.
Yeah, thinking practically. As all good farmer boys do.
Osborne, how are you? Oh, I see you're meditating.
Yeah. I'm meditating.
And one before we
It's
Before
now
we
getting
start to
dark,
head up
by the
soon.
way. It was already quite late in the day.
Before we start to head off, I walk over a little bit warily over to Everstone, and I take out a scrap sheet of parchment, which I drew upon that sheet of parchment the symbol that we see on the orcs. Do you by any chance recognize this symbol? This one here.
Go ahead.
Yes, it is.
So go ahead and roll d20 and add your arcana.
For a continent.
It's at the top of your skill list.
It's 0.
Okay. With 14, you recognize it that the orcs had that symbol on them, and that there was that symbol etched into the side of the cave entrance. Other than that, you haven't seen it before.
Yes, it is a symbol that I'm familiar with. I recognize them etched into the orcs and into the entrance of the caves, which the orcs
Do
occupied.
you... Yes. Do you understand its meaning, by any chance? Are you schooled in the ways of understanding such runes?
Unfortunately, I've told you all I know about that symbol.
That is fine. But yeah, as you duly noted out, these orcs are branded with this thing. I've yet to discover exactly its origins. Avalok, however, has managed to uncover that it's of abyssal origin. But exactly what that means, I do not know. We should start heading off. It's getting late and dark.
And I still take
Are you
to
ready?
those caves.
Please.
And I will lead the way.
All right. So it's taking some time. It's now getting quite dark. The sun is setting. The last little traces of orange fade as you approach the mouth of this cavern.
I want to ask Tiber as we're walking. Any chance orcs can see in the dark, Tiber? Because I can't.
I'll probably know this.
Yeah, you do. You know they've got good vision.
Yes. Yes, they have impeccable vision at night.
Well, this should be fun then.
Indeed. Let us hope Avalok, keep an eye out. I do not think it's wise for us to launch torches, and your eyes can see a lot further in the darkness than mine can.
You'll be correct.
Counting on you.
Keep
I'm
close.
counting on you.
Keep close.
Good thinking, Pork. I haven't thought of that.
Yes. Is the cave lit up as we approach it?
No. So you guys are now in the dark, unless someone's lighting a light as it goes from dim to darkness
We're going
around.
to have a very sad time in this cave.
Do we have torches with us?
As you say that, we do of a kind. I would. It's now probably getting so dark that the non-special creatures are probably going to have a massive issue, moving around safely. I take out my pendant and I whisper cool words and unveil within my hand a glowing light. I cast a spell light. It's like this glowing orb of light which dances slightly, shimmering gold slightly. We have this. I can control it and dull it if I need to. It should show us the way a little bit.
That should be the only
Perhaps
one cast as well.
Conjure up your version. The only one?
No, we don't want too much
Very
light.
good. I shall keep it close. Yes. I shall keep it close so I can shroud it at a moment's notice. As I walk, of course, as it gets darker and things are starting to become, the sounds are starting to become a lot more louder. You can hear the clinking of my armor. Definitely not very quiet. It makes some clanking sounds. Not so loud, but.
Mm-hmm.
I distance myself from Tiber because he's clanking so loud. I go stand on the other side of Avalok.
As I see he's like sneak past, and I sort of go, yeah, just a little nod to say, fair enough.
So the cavern entrance itself is kind of like diagonally down. It's the result of a cave-in and some digging, and you can see that the earth is disturbed. And against the rock face, you do see in the shadow of the light that symbol that was cast. Oh, sorry, etched into the rock face.
Here we are. So behold, the legacy of Gondron. I say quietly towards Avalok.
And a lot more than that.
Keep my hand on my flail.
Okay.
Notice.
It's now dark, but as you're going into darkness, it seems to bear no difference to you. What is your traveling order? I believe Everstone was up the front as she was leading you all with, was it probably Tiber providing light?
Yeah, I'm sort of. I'll try to be behind Avalok if I can.
Okay.
I'll be second on. Yeah, I'll be second.
I
on
can
the
see
line.
well.
Okay.
So I'll be sort of behind him, a little bit of the ways back at the back.
Okay.
I'm as close to Avalok as straight as possible. I'm not enjoying being in the dark and not being able to see. Even though I am a rogue, does rogue give me? No, it doesn't give me any proficiency in seeing the dark,
There is
does it?
some light casting from behind you. From the light.
I've been in the dark
So-
before,
Yeah.
but I don't like being in the dark with this fucking chinky chanky fucking motherfucker behind us.
Okay.
Actually, I want to also roll move silently.
Okay.
Do we have a move silently? What's
Stealth?
that in
That's
stealth?
stealth.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll my stealth.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's my 11. So I'm just trying not to hit as many
Okay.
big rocks as I can as we're walking through
Okay.
the cave.
So you get in and you see down beneath you a dark stone cavern with the light casting out some small visibility. You're able to see through onto the interior, and you can see that it's very rough. This is a natural cavern that has just been opened up. You can see there are small segments of light, and you're out into a kind of like an entrance cavern that's caved into the side of a construction. Smooth, flat rock underneath your foot. There are stalagmites poking up from the ground, and stalactites dripping down from the ceiling above you. As you enter upon this initial landing, you can see that the floor beneath has caved in. There is a 20-foot pit in front of you. As you look down, you can see that there is, as the stalagmites continue to go down, you can see that it connects with the lower tunnels already, or kind of dropping you down one level as well. So you've kind of just come down, and there is a pit in front of you. Kind of, if you look at the reference picture, it's like that entrance is there, but you've more or less come on that rocky outcrop on the right-hand side, where you've entered from the outside, and there is now like a 20-foot drop beneath you to the lower level of the tunnel.
Is there any signs of like mining equipment or anything that denounces this as being the right place? As being
Roll a perception check.
a mine? Perception or investigation?
I say perception.
Okay. 19 total.
Yeah, so from here, with the fact that you're casting out light, you hold it up and let the light stretch out to the furthest. You can just see the edge of a small tent and bits of supplies and things.
We're looking for the amulet, right? Aren't we? That's what we're doing here.
Well,
Yeah.
Multiple things.
But isn't the stone forge in the other? That it's not this place.
This
Isn't the wave cave.
This is
I thought she said it was in a different spot. Oh, okay, so we're going to the stone. Alright. It's
Down
just strange
there.
that we're in the same
Some-
spot.
What was that roll for, Pyric?
Perception as well. I thought you meant
Okay. All right.
team roll perception.
No, you can. Well, you can see that as well with the 15. You can just see the makings of a camp. It's on the bottom level.
Okay, well, I want to stop everyone, and I want to quietly talk to Avalak. Avalak, we have the chance at an advantage on this camp. I suggest fire, if we could at least, maybe the dragon lady, if she could have some arrows put down onto those tents, they would burn quite fast, and maybe that would throw them into some kind of frenzy, where we could get down there and have the advantage on them.
Wait, do you see people there now?
No, but if we light it up, then I will be able to see people down there. I can't do much, sir, in the dark.
I can understand that, but is it wise to cause such a commotion? before
Do we see any
gaining
people
numbers?
down there?
From here, you can't.
Wait, how many tents are we talking? Is there one tent down there, or tents? Sorry,
It's 2 tents, but it's kind of like one tent.
I
and
thought
then
there was like a... Sorry,
No,
I thought it was a bunch
no,
of tents.
just 2
My
little
bad.
tents. Two
Oh,
little,
fine, we'll just
2 little
walk down there
tents
and
in a
slit
little
their throats.
camp.
Yeah, then I'm not phased by that then. I thought we were like walking into
Okay.
orcs and orcs and orcs.
Okay. How are you guys going to get down the roughly 20-foot drop? There's roughly 6 meters straight down.
I want to just run and jump off.
Okay.
And upon doing that,
I'm
I'll
gonna
use
try
the
and-
reaction to cast
While he does that, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
and reduce the fall damage from 5 times by 1 level.
Okay. So, as you guys are looking out and peering out, you hear a little bit of movement behind you, like, and you just see Osborne kind of just leap, almost like Jack Sparrow, like gracefully off the edge.
What is the little one doing?
Okay.
Catches it in my mouth for a second to see him like fall. Suicide almost. It's like, what are you doing?
You would normally take 6 points of
Minus
fall
20.
damage here. Sorry?
It has to beat 20.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if it's less than 20 damage, then I don't take any damage.
You're okay. And you just see him kind of, and then roll into a tumble, and is kind of now just like readied himself gracefully at the bottom of the of this pit.
I look at Avalak and go, your turn.
And I'll just look back. I think I'll be sufficiently okay up here.
Do we have any rope? Because I'm not jumping off that.
In most Dungeoneer or Explorers packs, there should be rope on them, so most of you would have rope with you.
Okay. How far is 6 meters? Is that far?
I'd like to maybe just quick investigation, just or survival, just to see if I can find a there must be some way or some natural way of getting easily enough in and out of here. So it's not just. It seems like a 6-foot drop, but I want to investigate. Maybe there's like a slightly easier path, or maybe with rope or something. I'm kind of looking around for that.
Okay. You're looking around. Roll. I'd say just roll perception.
Survival? Perception? Investigation or perception?
Perception. Just because it's the darkness, it's not difficult to find. It's just whether or not you can actually see it. Bless
I
you,
have a light
Emily.
with
You're
me.
sneezing like crazy.
I have a light with me, but that's a 12 total.
Yeah, that's fine, because you're taking the light with you, the DC's not as high. You're going around, and you actually see a piton kind of hammered in to the rock above you, and a bit of frayed and broken rope on it.
Ah,
So like
over here.
you can obviously see that someone's hammered something in to get a rope and climb down, but the rope has since been frayed and broken. You could probably use the piton with some fresh rope.
Kind of jerk it as high as I can, seeing that it's solid. Over here, Avalok, I found something. We can tie a rope to here. And start undoing my pack and taking out the rope and start that.
And I sort of
Start that process.
I say, wait, my friend. You sure that's secure, safe?
I tested again in front of him. With my entire weight, heavily armored. No cracks, no creaks. Solid. Seems solid.
Yeah, so it's totally secure.
I will go first in any case.
Fair enough. I'll be watching from here.
Okay. Roll a quick athletics as you climb down.
Actually, for a moment, I stop and I say, "No, this cannot do." I start taking off my armor. I just have like my armor, my arming coat below, and just like the leather greaves, so basically just plain clothes. And I start taking that off and leave it at the entrance. I will not risk falling with this heavy armor on.
Okay.
I take that off.
Okay. So you no longer have disadvantage on your on your attempt there. Yeah, because I actually believe is yours technically heavy armor or medium?
It's medium armor, and I'm not gonna risk going down this rope in armor. No, not gonna happen. And plus, if we need to escape, I'm not gonna be able to climb this rope in armor. There's no way. Not on my strength. No way. So I start taking that off. I take a minute, but yeah. I'll leave this here, have it covered up. Hopefully, I'll be back. I'm not going to risk falling in this. Go Overlock, and I'll be a lot more quieter now.
It takes you a little bit of time, obviously. So you're probably taking like 5 or 10 minutes to actually.
Give me a hand here.
Yeah, hand me the armor.
Yep, he helps me undo it, and we just put it to the side. Okay, now I climb down. So acrobatics or athletics?
He's on the phone. Sorry. Yeah, that's totally fine. You managed to get down.
Okay, no. Yep. I come down with a heavy pack. It's good. I yank it.
Okay. All right. So what are the rest of you doing?
Well,
I'm gonna go as well.
Yeah, saying that Tide has successfully got himself down.
All right, and you're going to climb down as well. Everyone who wants to climb down the rope, go ahead and roll your athletics.
Which one's that? Is that D20?
Yep.
Yes, I slide down the rope.
Yep, totally. You're all fine. So you managed to get down the rope, and the rope is still kind of tied up at the top there. All right, Osborne, what have you been doing during this time? M.
Sorry.
Fucking hell.
You do nothing.
Bit snotty. What are you doing, Osborne?
I'm going to the tents.
Okay.
There was tents, right?
There were two tents there.
The tents and go look inside the tents.
As you approach, you notice there is a body lying in one of them, of a dwarf.
Okay.
It's not an orc.
I go inside the tent and check to see if this being is alive or dead.
So I can't hear you very well.
I go into the tent to check if the being is alive or dead.
Oh, it's dead. It's deceased. It's been ripped apart.
Okay. Does it? Do I roll survival to check if it's been ripped apart by like nature? Or,
roll medicine.
Like, an animal or medicine? Okay. 20. 17. Plus medicine is +2. So 20.
Yeah.
19. Sorry, not 20.
You can see there are There are claw and teeth marks all over it.
Okay. Am I able to do another roll to check what type of animal could have caused it?
You can roll. Well, roll just straight intelligence. Because it's non-specific to any type.
I don't know shit.
Yeah, you're not sure.
I just know some pointy things were in this guy.
Okay.
So I know.
Alright, so
I
by
want
now
to-
the rest of you have probably landed on the rock. While Osborne's going over inspecting the wounds.
I want to just jog over and have a look at, make sure that Osborne hasn't walked straight into a fucking trap.
Okay.
Yeah, I get to the tent. What
You
do I
get
see?
there. You see a dwarven body. You see 2 tents. One tent looks like the dwarf had been camping in it. The other tent is full of food supplies.
Yeah, boring. Well, what's in this tent with the dwarf?
So the dwarf's body is kind of lying out the entrance of the tent. It looks like he's been dragged out of it, ripped and devoured out, most likely while he was not prepared for it.
Are there maggots on him? Like, is he fresh dead?
He's rotten
You
dead.
dead?
He's stinky. He's old.
fucking- Oh, fuck it. I got my arm over my shoulder. Oh, God damn dirty dwarfs. Why can we never find a live one? Yeah, all the dwarfs that we've found have all been dead dwarfs, so that's true.
Hey, whose fault is that?
Didn't kill the last one. Cough.
I did.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to... what's the dwarf got on him? Anything interesting?
Roll investigation.
I'm moving around and trying
Plus
to
2.
keep stealthy as possible. And
Oh, that's a 20.
carrying the orb of light in my hand,
So
covering it.
while you're inspecting this dwarf, you're able to you look at his purse.
Yeah.
His purse just has 11 gold pieces.
Uh-huh. I pick up the purse by like putting it like onto my rapier and like sliding it back and then like kind of like pushing it into another pocket, trying not to touch the dwarf because he fucking
Yeah.
stinks. Yep. What else has he got on him?
He has a dagger and a short sword. In his tent, there is a shield and just some studded leather armor.
Oh, it's studded better than my armor.
What armor do you have?
I have leather armor.
It may be. Let me just get my book that tells me this.
You're gonna have to hug a dwarf to.
Oh, sorry, I have light armor, which we agreed was leather armor.
I'm pretty sure studded is still technically light. I'm not sure though.
I think it is.
I believe
But
it is.
dwarf size.
Is the armor class? up?
Yeah, so this is fitted to a dwarf. This studded leather, and it is technically better, but it's. I doubt you would be able to get benefit from it as it is short and wide.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not interested. What else is in the tent apart from the shield, the armor, and the thing?
His bedroll, a few torches and rations and things. He does have another tent full of supplies and things. He has a map as well, very similar to the
grab
one
the map.
you've kept in secret.
I grabbed the map with a sleight of hand.
Okay,
Is
roll-
wait,
Roll sleight of hand.
is Thingo still? Is Thingo
Yeah,
still in the
Osborne's
tent?
still right there. Osborne's still, and
Cool.
like if you guys want to be doing anything, let me know.
I'm coming around. Yeah, I'm inspecting where you guys are.
Do I have to
Yeah,
roll
definitely.
persuasion to? No, sorry, not persuasion. Perception against his sleight of hand.
Usually,
Unless you're
but
intently watching him, if you're still
17 plus. Well, I don't have anything else.
Wasn't that 18?
17 plus 2, which is a 19.
Okay.
No, that's Tiber's. And that was for a different thing.
I got a 19 as well.
for what?
19 total.
For what?
Perception.
Perception.
I'm just behind Porik and.
What are you
to see,
attempting
like,
to
it's
perceive?
his sleight of hand, yeah, he's deception or whatever.
Okay, so you're
I'm
coming up
trying
and
to
seeing
see,
what's
like,
happening.
Yeah, Yeah,
Are you in the
I'm-
tent
I'm
with
there,
us?
And he's like, I'm trying.
Well,
to do
these guys
something
were walking
secret.
up like with
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Oh, okay,
Um,
cool.
I was
I
the
didn't
first
know
one
he was
down.
in the tent.
Yeah, I come up behind you. Say, what have you got there?
Um,
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
and-
a 19. I got +2.
I got a 19 as well.
Okay.
so
Well,
so
what's-
he sees you quickly trying to chuck that, like, kind of just quickly chuck it in your bag or conceal it somewhere really quickly. But you do notice.
Wait. How does he see me do that? +2
Because
on
you
it.
got-
We're both equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, in D&D, when things match, that means it makes it. You have to beat it to beat it.
Oh.
If it's the same, it's
Okay.
equal and it's matched. So he just manages
What have you got
to catch
there?
it.
I'll give it to him. Map, sir.
I see. I take it. Look at it. What is it?
Just takes it.
I've no idea, sir. It's a map, I assume.
Yeah.
That's really annoying. I didn't
Yeah.
know he was in the tent.
Well, he was coming up behind you, and like Osborne was right there as well.
Yeah, I know. I heard him say that he was walking around with the orb. As in, I thought he was like walking around with the orb, not in the tent. But that's all right.
Alright, so what's this map? Hello?
Parg, so you have a look at it, and it's a map of the mining sites and the area in the Sword Mountains, and it has this kind of location marked on it in the same spot that the other one is marked. I'm also going to quickly get up for 2 seconds and close my door because it's slamming in the wind.
Slam!
Interesting. Have a look. Come have a look at this.
I was sort of
you,
like peering outside, not
Andrew.
walking the camp. Oh, the tent itself.
Okay, I'm back.
Bork's found a map.
A map.
Bork's found a map over here.
Hmm.
Look at it.
And I sort of have a look, and yeah, there's gleam beforehand. It's the and the Sword Mountains themselves, and this cave itself. And I sort of go, well, seems to verify what I was able to glean from Gundren's command. We are in the right place.
Dude. Useful. We can complete our maps
I
with
can't
this.
hear anything.
Hmm.
Oh, my
Hey,
thing's going.
Okay,
you would
I'm back. Sorry.
suppose that this dwarf here, this whatever this thing was, barely recognized as so rotten. It's perhaps part of Gundren's company or
Oh,
in
most
relation
likely,
to him,
considering
maybe
his
one
smell.
of his.
And Parag, as going off still.
Am
your
I still here?
investigation-
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Parag, still going off your investigation of the body and the contents. You also notice that
Soon.
his body and all his clothes and everything are all kind of infested now with little parasitic insects and little things like crawling on this now decaying corpse. Everything seems to be in ruin, but the boots that he wears are in quite good quality. They seem to be very, very resilient to the forces that are decomposing his body.
The boots are.
The boots are.
The
You
boots
notice
are
'cause you rolled to-
decomposing
you-
his body. Yeah.
No, man, listen. They're
I
resistant
can't
to
hear
it.
you. Are you lagging out? Like,
Oh, really?
No, I think he is going
yeah.
to
me.
No, you're fine,
I'm dropping
you're
in
fine.
and out.
Okay.
No. For me, like my pings keep on going up. I can't
Okay.
literally hear what you're
So
saying.
you notice while you're investigating the body and his contents that while his rest of the body and his clothes are kind of torn, decayed, and in disrepair, the boots are like fresh mint new. It's very odd.
Are they my size?
No.
Well,
Can I come in
Go.
and investigate the boots, whether they belong to
well,
dwarfs or?
uh, So you probably haven't noticed them as you weren't investigating the body, but you can go up and have a look at the body and the contents. Because
I want to go to Avalok.
This discovery is
soon
kind
as
of
it's
just
able to.
he's made that discovery, so you haven't really seen all of that. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah. So my action would
No, you don't have to do actions. Yeah.
Oh god, sorry guys. Could I walk up to the boots and realize that?
Well, you'd probably need to roll to notice that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to say to Avlark, look at the boots.
Okay.
Hmm.
And you all hear that now. You hear him say to Avalak to look at the boots. So, what's everyone doing?
I suppose, being called,
I'll leave the tent and go to the other one.
I better look at the actual boots then. So,
Okay.
probably.
And you're having a look as well? Sophia? You're
I
looking at...
sure am. But who's got the highest rate of
Oh, we'll find out.
skills?
That's alright.
So,
I follow Osborne out of the tent.
okay.
Yeah, we're going
I got a shitty roll, so please.
Just hold your horses, guys. I didn't really say to roll investigation or anything.
Oh, sorry.
You have a look at them, and I want Everstone and Avalak to make a straight intelligence check. Intelligence. So roll a d20 and add your intelligence score.
I'm 15, so it's quite high.
Not a save, Rui.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I
Just-
clicked the wrong one.
So I'm talking to Avalak.
Oh, that's sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yep. And add your intellect, your bonus.
Yep, so what we got here?
My intelligence.
Right.
No,
No, unfortunately, that's just a 9.
So both of you look at that, and you both so you both realize, well, they're not decaying. They must be magical of some kind. You both get that idea.
Interesting. Well, considering the state of the rest of the body, it's strange that the boots would be so pristine. Considering the rest of the cave's magic, and maybe it had some kind of effect upon it. I'm not sure. What do you think, Everstone?
Well, it's quite peculiar. Because if it was of value, why would you put it on a body? So that's what has me puzzled. Whether or not, if it was of value, why wouldn't they?
Perhaps a beast ripped this thing apart. This dwarf. Well, after all, did not take its goods from it. So Porrick was keeping it clean.
Well, that's evidence, but I mean, the boots. Look at them. You can see that this tiber. Look at them. They're clean.
Yes, they are clean. Attached to very filthy feet. Very filthy feet. But, yes.
I don't
Well,
know. Is there anyone that could perhaps try wearing
Oh,
that I'm not
suppose.
Well, where's
Your
Osborne?
mic's cutting out a bit. I think I said it wrong.
He'd be the only one small enough to be able to wear these boots, I imagine.
So, Avalak, you would know, and anyone else who's actually, Avalak, you would know from your attunement on your staff that when your staff attuned to you, it resized itself to be an appropriate size for you. So you have the notion that magical items, depending on their type, can resize themselves.
Oh, okay. Well, in knowing this, I say, well, if anyone wants to perhaps try the boots on, they may be just a short fit. I suppose that's a no. Fair enough. I don't do anything with the boats.
I'm in the other tent.
Yeah. I'm saying too, it was Everstone and Tiber, and I imagine Podrick, you're around here still, right?
I'm now looking at the other one.
Oh, he left.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so yeah, just a Tiber and Everstone.
I do not fancy the boots of a dead dwarf, despite they may be of arcane nature. Be my guest. I'm looking around still.
Well, I suppose the willing until I, was it lean down to the boots and I put them on. I'll try to put them on. Actually, I just put one on, just to.
I watch with great interest. Just him, this pristine, opulent ass elf, just get down and dirty with his.
I grimace as I do it.
I just watch.
I can smell this putrid thing,
and I take such pleasure from it. It's just this is perfect. I can't help. I try to keep a straight face.
I'm not looking at you whatsoever.
Okay. As you see, I'm like sifting through this. He grabs one boot, holds it in his hand, puts it on, and it's very wide and clunky for the dwarven's build and shape. But as you plant your foot in it and you do up the final lace, you feel it start to shrink and constrict, and it has a perfect fit for that foot. And that leg feels incredibly energized.
Well, and I sort of stretch it out while one's putting it. Seems like we were correct in the assumption. Indeed, magical.
I watch with wonder as the thing like it tunes to his foot basically. Oh no.
Mm.
And
how is it?
It's quite refreshing on the leg. I think I'll try the other one, and I go to put in. I'll put on the other boot.
Okay.
As I put on, then a similar effect. Well,
yeah, same thing happens.
Through my leg, and I said, I bounce up with obvious energy. I'm just like, oh, these seems like some kind of boots of agility, I'd imagine.
Okay, it's now in your journal.
Boots of agility? Oh wait, my journal, right. Good, this is still good. Of leaping. Oh fuck yeah, I can jump like a madman. Jumping elf! Jumping.
You feel your legs just feel like just ready to just boost at any time, and you feel that even if you were heavily encumbered, you would still be able to move without issue.
Didn't save the dwarf.
Well, let's go check the other tent. Maybe where they found something.
So, and as you guys are checking this other tent, you have a look in. There were some ale casks, bags of flour and wheat. Any of the like the wheat and the grain and the flour is infested. The ale has long since leaked and evaporated.
No. Yeah.
What?
And it all seems in ruin.
Is there anything at all in here?
Other than that, no. Oh, sorry. There's a hooded lamp as well, but the oil has burned out.
Can
I take the fucking lamp.
Can I investigate how long these supplies have been here for? I do know something of goods and just what they're valued and how long things last for as a trader, as a merchant. Just generally just find out like about what time frame was this camp set up? Like, was it years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Just something like that. That's what I'm looking for.
I mean,
coming here and inspect these old
and how are you going to inspect it?
I want to see like things
what do you
like
physically
do?
You just look at it, or you touch it, or
I physically, everything I can to like get as much detail about, like pick up,
chucks it in his
old,
mouth.
Yeah,
moldy
that's
bread.
Yeah,
break it apart. Things like okay, this bread is so stale.
So you get the idea that these tents and the setup has been here for approximately, and it's difficult to pinpoint. Actually, sorry, go ahead and roll.
Yeah. What investigation?
Yep.
Investigation. All right. That's a 18 total.
So these are, you get the idea that these things have been approximately 2 weeks here, and
Perhaps a little longer.
Okay.
2 weeks
The
or just
ale
more.
leaked in 2 weeks. Jesus Christ, that's shitty fucking casks.
Well, it's been broken into by different beasts and things. I said it was infested with
Looking around.
bugs and grubs and all kinds of crap. So it's been spoiled
Alright,
more
cool.
so than that than by actual time. So it actually seems that it's just
I
been
couldn't
left.
tell by the corpse.
Well,
Oh,
I
look.
want to.
I couldn't tell by the corpse. I couldn't tell by the corpse. But look, these supplies here. I do know something about supplies and goods. About 2 weeks, I'll put it. Camp has been put set up. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's around about the same time. Oh,
That Gundren hired us for the caravan.
correct.
So this was, in fact, one of his men.
Huh.
2 weeks ago. That means the orcs, or whatever this thing, these people have moved in here 2 weeks now. 2 weeks. What happened 2 weeks? 2 weeks ago, goblins were on the roads, an increase in goblin attacks, as well as that black staff. What about the red brand? When did they show up in the Phandalin? It wasn't 2 weeks though. It was longer, months.
Well, longer, but I mean, change of hands of command can happen.
That's true. We both make similar thinking poses.
Yeah.
One.
What was that for?
Me? Oh, it was to see if I knew that Avalok had the boots on, but I don't know that he has the boots on.
Oh, don't worry.
Every
Every time I walk around and prance around or whatever, I'm a little jump in my step now. So
Bouncy.
might be able to-
You do see Avalok the elf now, kind of like just having like a light jog, like he's just had his feet fitted in an athlete's foot, and he's just like kind of walking around.
No, I can't see stamp around even while sort of thinking, standing in place or whatever. Just
Yeah. Do you attempt to jump?
Not yet. I think I'll say
Okay.
it. I can feel the energy like on the soles of my feet.
It's so ready.
And it's just ready. It's just like jumping jack, bang, ready. But I'm just like, no, not yet. The right time. I need to save it. In the back of my mind.
I want to kind of like look at this elf that is usually like fancy and prancing as he's like hopping around like a toddler on fucking Skittles or some shit. And just have a look. You found some powder or something that you put up your nose, did you?
Oh, no. Something much more powerful than that. And I just point towards the bit. Magic, my friend. Magic.
Ah, magic. Interesting. Well, good luck with that. It didn't save the dwarf.
Oh, but the dwarf couldn't do this, and I cast cantrip light in my hand.
We sure as hell can't do that now, can he,
No.
sir?
No, you can't. And then I was grasped an extinguisher.
Cool. All right. What are you guys doing now?
Just a heads up. I need to head off soon-ish. When
Okay. Shall we finish
probably
up
by
at
5 o'clock.
5? We'll do a 5 o'clock finish. So let's keep going.
That'd be good.
Okay, I
Okay, Osborne, Everstone, all you guys, what are you all doing?
I want to do a survival check out to see if I can find any tracks to see like which direction whatever animal has gone into the tent did
Okay.
go.
Yeah, roll survival.
Dun, 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 dun.
While he's doing that, I just want to whisper to Avalok.
Hmm.
I believe we can assume that the black spider is somehow involved in this. It correlates.
And I nod to him.
17 total.
I want to see if I can hear that.
What's your passive perception?
Oh my god, 1. Can't hear it at all.
Okay. Yeah,
To
so
be fair,
Osborne,
I'm not whispering it in his ears, so
Yeah.
casually you would hear it.
yeah, with passive perception, like you'd probably
I'm
just
not
be aware
trying
of that.
to.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to whisper.
Um,
Yeah.
Osborne, you're able to see some tracks.
Okay.
A group of 3 humanoids, it seems, bipedal at least,
Okay.
approach this area and seem to have a struggle for a short time and then run back off.
Okay. I would like to just say to whoever's around me in the general area, everyone, there appears to be human tracks leaving this area.
Well, I assume we will have to follow them, Osborne.
But human?
How many do you see?
I detected at least 3.
How many tracks? I look at
At
everyone.
least 3 humans have
with
passed
steely
through.
gaze.
I think that it's best just to try and use our stealth and perhaps climb to a tall area, or perhaps I can do it on behalf of the group, just to investigate if there is a part where I could see them from afar without being caught.
How long ago do you think
And-
these tracks have been made, Osborne?
I do not know. I did not check that. I just checked which way they were going.
It's hard to tell. It's at least 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to see these men for quite some time yet.
Okay. We'll scrap that plan.
It might just. No, still. They might just be passing through. They might not have made their way through this area. We might find more up ahead. Let's just keep our eyes peeled.
Yes. Be
Yes.
stealthy about
Good
it.
plan, Everstone.
Yes, I'm happy to keep on going on with the journey, as long as we use a heavy caution.
I agree.
We move forward as
So we-
as Exile clank to clank to clank to clanks.
Oh, no.
His arm
Actually,
off.
no. I took my arm off.
Oh, did he?
It's at the at the entrance one before we climb down. I took like 2 minutes.
Oh
to
God, help
take it
us!
off.
Alright, cool.
Okay. So what are you doing?
Following the tracks down.
Okay.
Probably.
So
Following
you,
Osborne.
the as you continue this this cavern chamber, it opens up into a smaller tunnel structure with there's about a 20-foot high ceiling with stone all around you. Except it is flat underfoot. It seems as though this structure has been mined out. As you continue to go through, you find yourself in a tunnel that goes straight, winding forward, seemingly dug out, and you come out now into a series of passages that seem to have already been pre-existing, and you get the idea that this is where this cavern has now successfully connected with the wave echo mines that were here hundreds of years ago. You have a path leading to your left and to your right. The trail of these humanoids goes to the right. There's another path to the left, and suddenly you do hear a loud, resounding boom and a crash, almost thunderous in nature, and it echoes throughout all the caves.
Can I detect whether it's like a cave falling in, like a pressure of rocks falling down, like over a ledge, or
It sounds like
does it
thunder.
sound like it sounds like thunder. Okay,
It sounds like thunder, and it's very far away. It's kind of like an echo. So,
it's like an echo. Okay.
We all get pitched in darkness as I hold over my light and close it.
and you hear it from both directions, from left and from the right.
From left and right.
It seems
Okay.
to echo and resonate throughout the whole cave.
I turn around and face to the party and say, "The footsteps. They go down the right path. I cannot detect anything on the left."
That sound, where did it come from? The right or the left?
That sound came from both.
Well, it seems like we're at the crossroads here. We have a choice. Whether we follow the tracks or we go to the left.
I say we follow the tracks, find out exactly. Maybe we can uncover some sort of camp. Maybe we can surprise them, deal with them quickly. It would be best to find out exactly who we're sharing with this cavern with. Yes? Let's look over at
And I do believe, since the humanoids did attack the dwarf or whatever it was in the tent, that they're most likely trying to protect or hide something from everyone else.
Indeed.
So I think by following the tracks, we could uncover something of significant value if we're able to defeat them.
I agree.
Agreed.
Lead the way.
Okay, so what order are you guys traveling in?
I'll be first.
Okay, Osborne's first.
I want to be at the back just because I'm quite large in stature, just to keep an eye out
Okay.
as well. Especially since I'm quite stealthy and whatnot.
Okay.
I'll be second, so I can keep a.
I'll be third.
I'll be fourth.
Okay. All right, and are you guys attempting to move cautiously and stealthily?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone roll stealth. D20s from Olia.
Yay!
Oh, I'm only. Oh no, I got 14. My stealth tape's good, so I'm on.
Oh,
Are you serious? That's the third
Another
one
one.
in a row.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
19 total from me.
So you got a 6, a 1, a
The two
17, a 19,
humans
and a
stumbling.
22.
Yeah, so the two humans are stumbling in the dark.
Need to change my fucking die.
Okay.
Let's all look back. It's like, shh, quiet.
I would be quiet if I could fucking see.
Well, keep behind me. I'm going the right direction.
So suddenly, as you're heading around to the right, Parig, you stumble over a rock and you put your hand down and you feel your hand sink into a wet liquid. And suddenly... and suddenly you feel something strike back at you from this. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
Hit me? Yeah, it hits me. Wait, where's it coming from? The ground.
You stumbled over and you put your hand against a wall, and you felt a liquid there, and then you suddenly feel it pull back, and you were suddenly whacked in the side by a mass of some kind of jelly. And you take.
It hits me and I stumble backwards. I'm like, what the fuck?
You take 8
Looking at the
points.
wall.
8 points of bludgeoning damage. No, sorry,
8
7
points,
points of
that's 7.
bludgeoning damage and 1 point of acid damage. And
Okay.
everyone, roll initiative. When now in the light you see a dark orange ooze, amorphous and moving around, now coming over and coalescing around Parig.
I got 12. Avalanche.
Can I?
What is that?
I like to.
Roll initiative, and you can do it on your turn.
Okay.
What do you need? What do you want to do?
I want to take out my dagger and just observe if there's somewhere that I need to strike.
The answer is yes. You need your dagger out now, and roll initiative.
Is it just D20?
Yeah.
I think you got 17.
Yeah. I
I'll stealth, I think.
am at 15 for initiative.
Yeah. So, let's see. Okay, anyone get 30 to 25? Anyone get 25 to 20? Anyone get 20 to 15?
Yep, 19.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Yes.
Avalak with 19. Anyone lower than
16.
that? 16 for.
I'm 15.
Yep. Osborne,
12.
Parig.
4.
Oh, jeez, mate.
4 in a row. So
Man.
bad.
So, Osborne, you were 12. Parig
Yeah.
on 4. Okay. Ooh, man, this thing is fat and slow. Okay, and as you now see,
with the light out, you have seen this dark orange ooze now kind of coalescing and moving to after having struck Parig. You see now that there is a sentient, or at least capable of moving and defending itself, a mass of ooze, like a slime, now moving around and attempting to take Parig out. Avalak, it's your turn.
And seeing this, I was like, move back! And as soon as that happens, also I use my important dice and I cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay, what kind of damage are you going to throw at it?
It is going to replace that with 19. It's going to be cold damage.
Cold. Okay. Alright, well that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
3d8. Oh no, I don't have that one there. Nope.
And you're fighting in a narrow tunnel, so it is difficult, but with the light you're able to kind of see and move between. As Parig, I believe, was third in line, was he?
Yeah, I was third in line. No,
third in
fourth
line,
in
so
line. It was
kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
I had the order as Osborne, Avalak,
Me.
Parig,
Yeah.
Tiber.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
There.
Wow.
No, 13.
13 points of damage.
Hold by was at focus and just cast this cold and frozen orb towards this orange goo liquid thing.
Right. Is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Next up is Tiber.
Right, I unveil the light clasped in my hands. It shines and illuminates us and the monster. It's like a jelly thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I take I jump back as far as I can and dig for my torch and start to light it. That's gonna be my turn. As I know I'm not gonna hit this thing. Well, I'm gonna burn it. See anything? That's
Okay.
it. Yeah, that's my turn. Jump back and start lighting a torch. So.
Okay. Like, as part of your movement, you can pull out one object for free. You still have an action.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll light the torch.
Okay.
Is that an action? I think that's an action, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll probably take an action.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay. So the area is now more lit up, and you've got a lit torch in your hand. Next up, we have...
what is that thing?
Sophia Everstone. It's your turn.
Okay, so this is where I want to use my ultimate power because it's something I can use to strike from a distance, and I think it will travel throughout its whole mass and deliver heavy damage. So I want to use my dragon lightning bolt to strike at it.
Okay. So how do you... What does it say on your character sheet? How to use that?
Okay. I'm gonna. Sorry, guys. I'll be 2 seconds.
That's good.
No way, magic's hard. Take your time.
It should be... It's on the attack page.
That's all I.
Under the
punch
weapons.
stinks.
In the middle.
Okay. Lightning breath. 30 feet, 5 feet wide. Damage 2d6.
Okay. What does it have to roll?
Dexterity. Is it the dexterity save DC 11?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna roll a d20 for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, it fails its save. Roll 2d6 damage.
Me?
Yeah. As you guys see Sophia like turn around and this kind of crackle of energy kind of around her jaw, and she
Ooh.
roll it again. You get 2d6.
Come on.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you breathe out. You see this swirl of lightning energy come from your jaw and your mouth, and you unleash it with a bit of a roar, and this lightning bolt streaks down, and the creature fully absorbs it and seems to take no damage at all from it, and it now splits itself in half and becomes two separate jellies.
Bull fucking shit.
That's cool.
Okay, and there's
What? I'm just moving things. Everyone back.
okay, I'm gonna roll initiative for jelly number 2. Nat 20.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
God damn. Jelly's ready, man.
How do we fight this thing?
I don't
Just
think
stand
I'm ready
back.
for this jelly.
I yell out.
Just keep on hitting it until it splits and then put it
Okay.
into a jar.
Seemingly unaffected by the lightning, it has split itself now into two smaller jellies. Okay. Next up, it is Osborne. Your turn.
All right. I want to punch a jelly
Okay.
in its face if it has one.
Yeah.
Whichever
In
one
its
is
jelly
closest
face. Go ahead and roll your attack.
jelly in its gelatinous face.
Ooh.
You miss.
Attack bonus.
Actually,
of
what's your
5
bonus?
plus that. So that's 7.
A 7 to hit.
Yeah.
It misses.
Aww.
Okay. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
How does a man punch jelly?
I look confused at myself, and I'll take the dodge. Oh no, I can't do the dodge, can I? Because that takes the action. I'll use 1 key point to do the disengage and have dodge from that.
Okay. You can do that? You can do disengage or dodge, I think.
Oh,
They're
well, the dodge.
Okay.
1 my key point.
Okay, cool.
Use-
Yep. Alright. It is now this jelly's turn. Parik, it's gonna go for you again, as you were the one that it got a first taste of. You plunged its hand so willingly into its form, and now wants to devour you.
Fucking shit.
It's gonna roll a... Yeah, that's a
2.
6 to hit.
No,
It kind of swings out at you, and you just see this like mass of jelly swing forth and kind of swing back into its form. It's now like wobbling in anticipation of that tasty human meal. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't hit. All right, it's your turn, Parik.
I kind of like reel back from this thing that's attacking me, and I just like, I look at it. I like look for a face, don't see a face. Realize that this thing is giant, and that the only people doing any damage to it is Avalok and the fucking dragon girl. So I just touched.
You saw that. You saw that the it completely absorbed it.
Okay. Well, the only thing that's done anything to them is the dragon girl and Avalok. So I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this. I disengage and then I sprint
Which direction?
away from it.
Like further than you have been, or back the way you came?
Back the way that I came.
Okay. So I'll say that so you disengage. You can move 30. And then use your action. So you're now 60 feet away from this slime creature. Back down.
All right.
tunnel.
Now that I'm 60 feet, I will take a shot at it.
Oh, well, it would have taken your action to do the sprint or dash action. So you disengage using your bonus action. You get 30 feet of movement.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So you can be 30 feet of movement and get a shot, or you can be 60 feet and no shot.
No, I'm 60 feet. I'm on the other side of the cavern. Fuck this piece of shit.
So no shot. Okay. All right. It is now actually no, Avalok, it's your turn again. You've seen now the orbs, the jellies split, and there are now 2 jellies there.
Oh, this time was the same was a project, so I run off and damn it. I use my.
I'm swearing as I run off. I'm like, fuck this shit.
He routed.
Around is out.
Come back.
All right.
And I was it to the whatever the slime is closer to me. I use my quarterstaff and Saruman styles to hit it two-handed. Also.
Yes. All right.
Oh, hang on, I got to actually see if I can.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. What do we got here? Oh yeah, so that's.
I think it's 1d8 damage.
Uh-huh.
I think if you just click the.
Oh, that's what I did. Strangely enough.
But in the chat log, if you click the actual, you can mouse over the quarterstaff, it'll roll damage for it. In the chat log. There you go. So, and I'm bouncing over.
Yeah, you do
Max damage.
8 points of damage to that one.
Right, yeah, just slap it right in, well, the centre of the goo,
Okay.
the orange goo itself.
It takes the hit and seems to diminish, and kind of bits of it start to destabilize, and it starts to go more liquid and kind of melt a little further as you beat it. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. It is now the new ooze's turn. It's going to make an attack at you, Avalak. Kind of just throwing its whole thing at you, but and unfortunately it's unable to launch itself up off the ground. It just kind of flops around on the ground for a bit pathetically, seemingly doing nothing at all. Sophia Everstone, it's your turn.
Okay. Oh, do we need to wind up now, or are you okay?
We'll finish up after the combat.
Finish combat.
Okay.
We never
cool.
finish mid-fight.
Okay, sorry guys. Alright, so my plan of action is, because obviously electricity doesn't work, that I want to get out my bow and arrow so I can still keep a distance so it can't engulf me.
Okay.
And just take a shot.
Okay. So you'll back up a bit and take a shot?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, I kind of want to stay near
Okay.
and take the shot.
Okay. So you take a shot, and that's that hits. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
your damage. And I think for your bow it's 1d6.
D6?
Yep.
4.
Plus-
That's not like right.
Well, plus 4 is 8, and because Avalak's next to it, you can actually roll your sneak attack damage on that as well. So roll 2d6.
Yep.
No,
And?
you don't need to roll. You only rolled 1, so roll another one.
Oh, okay, sorry. My bad, guys. Not good.
Yeah. So you do 16 points of damage. Yeah, you shoot it, and it just kind of rips through. And for a second, it tries to stitch itself back together after it's being punctured, but it seems to just destabilize and melt into the ground. And it seems to be gone.
Heck yeah!
There's now one ooze left. And Osborne, it's your turn.
So I go?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try and punch this one in its oozy face.
Alright, do it.
Again. 15
Nice.
plus
Yeah,
5,
definitely
20.
hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, I'll roll my damage of my fisticuffs. 1d4, where are you? Ah, damn it. 1d4. 6 damage. I get 6 damage onto hit.
6 damage? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it starts to lose more of its form, and it just seems to be melting now. It's still there, and it's keeping itself together just.
Do I feel anything with my hand? Like, does it feel resistance, or is it just like?
Yeah, you get a
squishy
bit of
force?
resistance, and actually, as you hit it with that much speed and that much force, you actually like cleave a chunk of it off. And as it does, it seems to kind of lose its material essence and kind of just destabilize and turn, instead of jelly, down into liquid,
Okay.
seemingly destroying it.
Cool. I'll take a step back, and yeah, I'll just do that one punch and step back. I won't spend any key points.
Okay. It's now this thing's turn. It's going to, now that it's completely diminished and nearly on its last legs of being alive, it's going to shrink back into the ground and climb up the wall and go up for the ceiling. Osborne, you're probably able to get an opportunity attack as well as Avalak.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Opportunity attack.
and I can use my
Roll
spells because
D20 on
Warcaster.
Okay.
So 15. 15 to
Missile
hit.
motherfucker.
All right.
Does 15
One.
hit?
So 15 hits. Magic
Cool.
missile always hits.
And
Roll your damage,
4.
all of you.
I got 7 damage.
Yeah, oh.
As you guys
as Osborne smacks it with a fist, and hearing that whiz of arcane missiles again, knowing full well what that
My
means,
head
Osborne withdraws his
twitches.
fist as a torrent of arcane slivers are now shredding up the that little entity. As it was trying to scurry up the side of the wall, it completely splatters and melts down the side of the wall, defeated, and the danger seems to have passed.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good work, ladies and gentlemen. Except,
I run
where
over
is
with a torch
Podrick?
in hand.
Like,
Where is
He's
Podrick?
dead.
It's dead.
He ran.
I'm fucking pushing. I'm
ran past
getting
me.
all the fucking acid off my arms and getting all the shit and the fucking piece of shit.
Oh,
I'm like
I can
getting the
hear you.
acid that's all in my hair and it's still sizzling. I'm like,
Podrick!
ah,
Podrick, and as
The
I
string of
briskly walk
curses
over
is
to-
so fantastic.
fuck, what? What do you want? What do you
I'm going
want?
to help you. Just stand still, and I was it cast.
It's just all over me.
participation?
It's just, oh, look at
Yeah.
it. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
and
And
black
you suddenly
shit
feel
everywhere.
an arcane force just kind of push all of that waste excrement all off you. The burning stops, and you feel clean.
Thank you, Avalark. Fuck.
There.
Oh, I hate oozes. Black
Understandably
shit.
so. Yeah, acid. How you people say crap.
Yeah, fuck, it's everywhere. Look at it. It's just, oh. It's all on the ground. It's all up the walls where it's exploded. There's just shit everywhere. Oh, I hate those things.
I want to go to the corpse of this thing. I want to go to the corpse of this thing and see how it reacts to fire. Just out of curiosity.
So there's a little puddle, like a
and
small
see if
bit of liquid on
weak
it.
to fire. Yeah. I stick the torch in it.
It seems to douse the torch.
Really? Oh, wow.
interesting.
Look at that.
That could have ended well.
Surprise.
As we were all plunged into darkness.
The light is still around me. The light.
Heal ball.
Spelled.
So, and I think we'll wrap up there, guys. I think, say you've got
Excellent.
you got to run.
Yeah, I've got to go to
Okay.
Awake. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright. If you can just message me my XP.
I'll
Thank you very
message
much,
you.
Everstone, for coming. Emma.
My pleasure.
Yeah, thanks, Emily.
That was awesome.
Thanks for putting up with me.
First RPG D&D ever.
That's a strange, weird, twisting
Strange world.
thing. Yeah, that's one.
One of us.
So
One
despite
of us.
despite her saying, "Is it time to finish now?" She did say before she was having a lot of fun. So
That's good. Alright, cool. I'll
I was
catch you guys
just
later.
merely
Take it
being
easy.
considerate.
Oh no, I had to hear from you
As
first because
Royal
I know.
Blue Dragon should. Royals are considerate sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes.